Hey, welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian Espinal, and joining me through Discord, it is the man, the myth, the legend. It is Joshua Gangsta Time Cole.
Called partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
What is good, Chris? Holy. Not gonna curse, bro. It's a big week. It's time to get serious.
Clean Josh. Yeah, we do have a big week. Also joining us through Discord is my producer, my brother. It is Edgelord Big News Brian.
What's up, nerds?
Hello. Yeah, man. Like Josh said, big week. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into plugs. You could find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Joshua Cole, where can they find you?
On Instagram as well at JDCole_37.
All right, Brian, where can we find you, buddy?
Find me at b.esp on Instagram and Twitter. And if you ever want to catch me whenever I decide to stream within this century, you can find me at twitch.tv/itspunchline.
All right. You can find the show itself at New Jump City on Twitter and Instagram. Especially follow us on Twitter because every week we do a weekly audience poll for the audience choice really good chapter of the week. And I got the results right here. So, join us on that. Poll goes up every Sunday. So join in on the fun there. You can email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want to talk about. Or you can comment in the video below. Tell us what you thought about this week's comics. All that jazz. Get into it. If you're listening on iTunes, we have a new YouTube channel up now. The link will be in your description. And if you're listening on YouTube, listen to our 86 episode backlog or so of old episodes that we don't have on here because of the copyright strike that we had on our last channel. So we have a ton of episodes that you guys can listen to if you guys need some sound to fill up your pandemic playlist. I guess that's it. Without being said, and with spoiler alerts ahead, it is time to randomize. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Ooh.
Yeah. We are starting off with Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 131, the Shibuya Incident Part 48. A long arc. We say it every week.
Yeah, how many weeks are in the year, bro?
52. No, we're almost there.
Year-long arc, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's One Piece level, my nigga.
Yeah, that's One Piece level. We start off with some sick color pages of Mahito's new form. That's where we last left off. Is Mahito has just decided to be this thing now. He's like, I am this now. So he is way stronger, it's assumed. And the last thing he says to Itadori is like, how about wishing me a happy birthday, boy? Because I'm a new man. I'm a new Mahito. And I guess this goes back to his ability to now use Black Flash. That I guess he's exploring the potential of his ability. So, he drops some spicy language towards Itadori, and then they just start, going with the fisticuffs. Again, a lot of action left and right. Itadori manages to land one blow on Mahito, but then he's so tough. His body is even harder than before, so it doesn't even hurt him. He sends Itadori flying backwards and starts unleashing a flurry of attacks, so much so that Itadori's attacks can no longer reach him, and he just slams him down onto the ground with this big 2-page spread where it's really well inked and perspective, all that cool shit. So at this point, Itadori is just thinking, man, I just gotta hit him with the Black Flash right now. He needs it. He needs to feel these hands. And he remembers that there's not a single Jujutsu sorcerer who can use it at will. I forgot that little factoid about Black.
Yeah, I did not know that. I don't understand. Did he not use it at will before those other times? Did he get lucky when it just came out?
I don't know if it's unclear or not, but maybe it's that you can't use it multiple times in a row because it's too much. I don't know. But I guess if he could use it at will, he would just be using it all the time. You know what I mean? So maybe it is like a right moment type of deal with the Black Flash. But anyway, both of them start like feeling the effects of the damage they've sustained. Itadori's leg starts shaking. Mahito's like arm starts getting cut up a little bit because of all the fucking cursed energy he used and the damage he sustained up to this point. Like getting hit with the Black Flash right after doing a domain expansion really took it out of him. But they both get their shit together. And, Itadori tries to load up for a Black Flash. And the chapter ends with both of them just like getting ready to clash fist to fist. And wow. Jeez.
I think this is them gambling on either one of them getting Black Flash.
I guess so, yeah. Like it's a race against who can do it first.
Yeah. So it's kind of like Russian roulette, but with fists.
Yeah. If you look really close, you could see that like Itadori's lip, like this whole section is like off. So you see his teeth.
Whoa.
Like if you zoom in on that last panel of him.
Yeah, I see it.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. I noticed that. I was like,
I just
ooh.
thought he was kind of like, moving his lips like that. But
Oh,
yeah,
it
right.
happened. It happened on page.
Yeah.
It looks like page 13 or page 12.
It's when he was like
When,
getting the flurry of hits.
The wind stuff happened.
Yeah.
It cut his lip open.
Off part of it.
This question, I mean, this chapter, whatever happened to Sukuna? Didn't he approach Mahito a couple chapters ago?
He did, but it was like just so fast that he couldn't really react.
Huh.
Yeah, like that's the whole point of doing it in 0.2 seconds is that so Sukuna won't get him
Okay.
at the end of it all. I mean, pretty quick chapter to really overview.
Yeah.
Because it was literally just punching back.
Not
and
much
It
to
was
say
like-
about this one.
Like listen to a highlight reel or something.
Yeah, for real. I mean, like, yeah, if you don't want me to just be like, then he punched
Jujutsu
him.
Kaisen is like an MMA fight, dude. Like,
I'll say this: like, this is the most straightforward, like, beat the shit out of the other opponent first type of fight they've ever had. Like, it's usually very technical. So,
Crows-esque.
yeah,
now it's more. It's
For the
going down
OGs.
to now. It's going down to like a brawl and a gamble. So I think that's interesting.
I mean, it
I
was
think
great.
he's trying to talk shit to somebody else in the comic book writing. Not comic book, in the manga office at Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
Right? Is this not a passive aggressive message to somebody?
To who? Who do you think is passive?
I don't know. Someone, whoever it is, he's saying I'm better than you. I don't need that much of a story to show you how good I am. I don't know, man.
I mean, I think it's just like,
Who's taking shots at?
nah, I don't think he's taking shots. That's funny though.
Oh no, man.
This is a diss track, basically. A diss chapter.
I don't know, man.
I can possibly conceive of who. Maybe Hardboiled Cop and Dolphin. Is that who he's throwing?
Oh
shots
no,
at?
it's not. Ain't nobody give a fuck about that.
hey, Gravity Boys.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Speaking of which, Hey Gravity Boys is like last every
You got
shonen
it.
every week in the Shonen Jump polls. Hey Gravity Boys is always last, and it's on chapter 40 something. I don't know if it's ending ever.
Maybe he's like Shonen Jump's nephew. And
Yeah,
yes, I am calling the
Shonen
owner
Jump.
The
of
man.
Shonen Jump. Shonen Jump Sam.
Maybe he's like the pirate. That's the Shonen Jump logo. That's
Yes, his nephew.
That's his nephew.
Yeah, he makes that series.
Yeah, I don't know how
Cool,
many.
man.
I don't think like Shonen Jump's been canceling a whole lot lately. I'm trying to remember the last one they canceled outright.
Samurai
Maybe
8.
their heart has grown a few sizes bigger.
I think they literally have because they're trying their best to push people now. Like they made an extra effort to push Mashal and Undead Unluck.
Maybe because everything, like most of this is digital, so they know like there's a lot more freedom. Maybe they cut stuff out of the magazine and they just keep running it online.
I mean, that's an interesting prospect. Is that like now that they're mostly digital, they don't really have to worry about paper. So maybe that's a pressure off them to cancel.
Way less of a burden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
because there is no American magazine anymore, right? That they send out.
No, No, that hasn't been a thing in years. I remember when I was in high school, I was picking those up.
Oh yeah, you showed me my first one. I was just like, wow, and it had the Yu-Gi-Oh cards still in. And I was like, wow, man, you're dedicated.
I had
Even if I wasn't a card player, I would have still got that and been like, yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, I just like saved them. I never really played Yu-Gi-Oh, so I would just like put them away somewhere. I had a full deck by the time senior year hit. It was awesome.
Shonen Jump cards.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's Jujutsu Kaisen. The fact that we went on a weird tangent about old Shonen Jump is not bad at all. It's a lot of fun to read, but there was just it was literally a fist fight, and to recap it would have been like unnecessary. I feel, but
yes,
yeah.
Also, obligatory Brian lines about how good the anime will be when it gets to
Yep. I mean, speak of which,
okay, you don't have to say it. I said it.
It's coming to HBO Max.
Don't
honestly,
worry.
Did you hear that, Josh?
Huh?
Jujutsu Kaisen's coming to HBO Max tomorrow, actually.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing.
HBO Max?
Yeah, because HBO Max.
I need to call AT&T. I swear I got that shit, bro. That's not
HBO Max is also.
I have to call them and tell them that.
Yeah.
Apparently HBO Max is also getting every movie that's being released next year.
Yeah.
On
every movie?
Yeah.
Every movie that's supposed to go to theaters is going to be on HBO Max next year.
Yeah.
No way.
Not every movie. Warner Brothers movies specifically. Which is 17 movies specifically.
That's DC stuff, man.
Yeah. The Suicide Squad is coming. Yeah. It's going to be... that's pretty wild. But that's not the podcast for this.
No, it is not.
You need to hold back your big news Brian-ness right now. But with that being said, I think it's time to randomize, boys. Daredevil.
VGI.
Yeah, let's give it to... This is Josh.
Brian, it's your VGI too. Just say it.
It's very good issue of the week.
Just trust us.
Certified VGI.
We need to make another one for unanimous.
It's not unanimous. I haven't decided.
Stop playing, boy! Oh my God! You talking about how you had event fatigue about that, and I can't think of another one that goes with event fatigue to keep going. But you get the point, bro.
I didn't say my favorite was an event. Did I say that?
All right. We're gonna see.
I mean, it's tough, man. It is very close. I'm gonna give you that much. Daredevil 25. Last we left off, Matt Murdock pled guilty to second-degree manslaughter. So he's going to jail.
Are you pleading guilty to Cap? Like, because all right, I'll stop.
I'm not. I'm pleading not guilty.
VGI Daredevil as okay, we're back.
Yeah. All right. This is Daredevil number 25. Last we left off, he's going to jail. We start off with this little flashback where Elektra and Matt Murdock were gazing lovingly into each other's eyes, even though Matt Murdock
really
is
intense,
blind.
Bro.
Even though Matt Murdock is blind, he's just like staring endlessly into the void. So yeah, they're basically talking about. They're basically talking about like, this is pretty cool, that we're hanging out. Elektra's like, I killed 5 men last week, so. No, actually, one of them was a woman. And Daredevil's just like, don't talk crazy. This is before he knew, I guess, that Elektra's just like killing people. But yeah, we cut these like between the present and the past. Elektra breaks into prison to see Matt, who is masked in a prison uniform, as per the deal that he would be prosecuted as Daredevil. I noticed that they removed his horns, really. Like, his mask doesn't have the horns, which is a little petty. He can't have his little horns.
I suppose. I mean,
no.
I think it's just a mask. Like, it's a little. I think that's the whole point, is that it's like just standard, and they didn't cover his whole face because he doesn't already cover his whole face. So they said, "This is what you're good. This is good enough without all the extremities and shit."
Yeah, and you can't wear
fancy work.
Your tiny
just
horns.
Orange cap on your head.
Yeah.
And orange eyes, I guess.
It's basic ski cap. It's like one of the ski caps you get at the 99-cent store that covers like half your face.
Yeah.
So yeah, she basically goes to prison and the first thing Matt asks her is like, you better not have. She's like, killed people? No, I didn't do that. I know you don't like it when I kill people. So, you know, she basically sits with him as like, yeah, well, I still don't understand why you're here. Honestly, you're a man of morals. Isn't it worse to like be in here and potentially leave like a bunch more people to die just because you weren't there to save them? Matt's answer should have been like, yeah, but there's like more superheroes in New York. There's full of them.
Way more. But he kind of says that indirectly.
Yeah, no, he basically says like, yeah, I know, but you know, this is I'm an example. He's using himself as an example, so you know it'll make other less cautious heroes more careful with their actions.
Yeah,
and yeah, they're like, she's like, oh wow, what a martyr, which is true. It's a little martyry.
No, he had something. I don't know.
I know,
like
it's a great.
Just last week, actually, right when this when the issue came out.
Yeah.
You know, he that isn't that well, like you said, it's in his character, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be that kind of guy and say, nah, man, I'm gonna be the shining light on the hero community. How it should be done. Anyway.
No, yeah, I know. I don't disagree with the choice. I think it's pretty noble. But yeah, basically, she's like, how did everybody react? And nobody was thrilled, I guess, with him being there. And she was then Daredevil just asked her, was like, why did you rob the Stromwinds only to use that money to help me? And, you know, because Elektra loves him, I guess. And there is there is another motive available, like, that she needs. It's revealed that, like, she found out that the hand is back or is rebuilding, and so she sneaks into this weird ancient temple and steals a book with Stick, who is essentially their, like, sensei.
Is he blind as well?
He is also blind, yes.
Okay.
He's on the TV show. It was a cool little thing. So yeah, they found this book, which is basically a way to defeat the hand for good. But the only way to do it is for whatever Elektra has to build has to have a king and a queen, and that's why she needs Daredevil out yesterday. You know, because Daredevil needs to be the king to her queen, and Daredevil's like, nah, I gotta stay in here. You know, it's not my fight.
Yeah, how'd you get somebody with like superpowers that isn't blind?
Shit. Yeah, for real. And she's like, but you wanted to do this. You wanted to strike higher than just like like little robbers, liquor store robbers and shit like that. This is the highest ceiling you can go. And
I don't know. I think white collar crime is worse than the hand. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know.
It's ninjas. It's evil ninjas trying to kill everyone.
Yeah, from a hell dimension, I guess.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like, how could you fucking say that? How could you rather be here than doing the biggest thing you could possibly do? And she's like, and Devil's like, because I don't trust you. You're like an actual murderer. You know, you use people. You're like a bad guy for the most part. So, you know, you have to prove to me that, you know, you're changing your ways. And Elektra's like, fine. So she fucks off. And
she had an attitude.
Yeah. She ends up in Hell's Kitchen, and she runs across this homeless lady, and she hears out her story. It's a little nice moment for Elektra where she's she's just like seeing the things that Matt fights for is these, you know, the downtrodden folks. She gives her this like necklace that's worth like $5,000 and tells her to bounce right now because people will rob you in Hell's Kitchen. And incidentally, this old homeless lady is a person that Matt Murdock tried to help as a lawyer, which is a nice little touch.
Yeah, he lost though, unfortunately.
Yeah,
legally, but
yeah, he was one lawyer against many, so you know. But yeah, inside, Matt is like kind of thinking to himself, like, "Oh man, maybe I was a little too hard on Elektra. She's trying her best. I'm trying to, but you know what? I don't know what he's trying to say here, where it's like but the difference is I'm a man who's killed, and like she's a woman who's killed. There's no real difference, really. But in any case, we just cut over to the next day. Oh wait, I guess that's the difference, is that she's like a intentful murderer, and he's just a guy who's
absolutely. That's
My bad.
She doesn't care. He was incredibly remorseful, almost quit being a superhero, and put himself in jail for feeling bad for 2 years.
Yeah.
Because he killed one person. She just does it in order to get what she needs. I'm sure she'd murder somebody if it was between her favorite box of cereal and her not getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would not put that beyond Elektra. She's probably a petty murderer, and that's probably the worst kind.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the next day, there's like this weird robbery thing going on. And who's there to stop it but the new Daredevil herself? Elektra has taken up the fucking mantle and is...
That suit looks fucking fire, though.
Yo, that is the first thing I thought. I seen the suit and I was like, yo.
Clean.
Nah. I thought this was actually the last page. And I was just like, yo, I put the fucking phone down.
Yeah.
And I just swiped right, so, to go back to the reading list. And it was more. I was like, oh, nah, she's about to bust niggas up.
Yeah.
Nah, okay.
And
that suit
got
is
better and better.
clean. Clean.
Yeah. And we get to see her in action immediately, too.
Yeah, if it wasn't... All right, so had it ended here, the other series would have had a chance. That's how I look at it for VGI. But the fact that there was more to it, I had, cemented it for me personally. For myself and Brian.
Yeah. So Elektra kicks ass in her new costume because she's basically saying, like, this is her way of trying to earn Matt Murdock's trust, to take over as Daredevil and protect his city, 12 blocks while he's in prison.
Yeah, I guess.
And BT Dubs, Matt
Something
is
like
supposed
that.
to be in prison for 2 years. So it's interesting. But yeah, we then cut back to the past where after Stick and Elektra took the book from the hand, and it's basically revealed that, like, it's translated. I had a guy translate. It's like we thought. The Fist, which is this new organization or whatever that they need to build in order to defeat the Hand, needs a queen and a king, and only one of them can survive.
Oh.
She's trying to kill Matt Murdock.
I mean, I it's still vague terms what that even really means, but yeah, it's not looking great,
So from what I know about Elektra, which is very little, isn't she like a misunderstood character? Like, isn't that her thing?
Yeah, she's one of them. Like,
She's definitely a murderer. There's nothing to misunderstand about that.
No, but like
just so we're on the
usually,
same page, yeah.
Yeah. Usually when she's like when it comes to Matt, though, like she's often like different for him.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
she's
it's always.
She's like the Punisher, She like flip-flops between being like, what's it called?
Psychopathic murderer and anti-hero.
Yes.
There's that line.
Yeah,
instead of just hero and anti-hero,
Yeah.
it's the other level.
Yeah, being
So
ninja
you
killer.
hope they're just an anti-hero and not a petty murderer for a box of cereal.
I don't think she's a petty murderer.
It's-
I think
Yeah.
I think Matt the writing of Matt kind of gives off the wrong impression where she's just out here murdering people like a supervillain. She's a ninja, she's an assassin. So she's more like Deathstroke in that regard, where she's an assassin lady. She kills people, and that goes against most superheroes' codes, like 99% of them. So,
But especially Daredevil's, because he is very religious
very Catholic.
and
Man, I'll tell you, Catholic guilt is a hell of a drug, man. It's real rough.
Catholic guilt.
Yeah.
Almost like the other kind of guilt.
Hey, man.
Anyway.
New type of new direction for Daredevil. I don't know if this has been done like where somebody else has taken the mantle, much less Elektra. But like most things in this arc, it's done pretty well. Pick up Daredevil. We keep saying it. We had 2 weeks in a row with Daredevil. I'm so excited. I wish it was always like this. But we love this series. Josh, do you have any final thoughts before we move on?
It's the best.
Yeah. Is Josh
And Brian can't go back on VGI. As you already said it.
I didn't play.
Was I planning?
No, we
to
already
go back?
dropped it twice for you, bro.
No, I didn't.
I wasn't
only dropped
planning
it
to
once.
go back on it.
Brian, is this your VGI? I didn't even hear you. Say
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Yeah, that suit is fucking clean.
Don't feel pressured by
clean,
Josh. Don't let him
No,
bully
bro.
you.
That suit is clean as fuck.
It is clean. All right, this is Brian's also very good issue.
Certified VGI.
I'm also gonna give a VGI to Brian's enormous water bottle. That shit is the size of your torso. Don't lie. No, the camera definitely makes it look like that.
We got to make a
It's
new.
like half.
We got to make a new drop for a pretty sick bottle. PSP.
Sick bottle.
Pretty sick
Yeah.
bottle. My dad is.
I'm just jealous. I wish I had one like that, bro.
Yeah. No, it is pretty handy. I have a puny 24 ounce.
Better than I got. I just got a red cup. I gotta go refill this shit real soon, bro.
Brian has a whole desert oasis. It's unfair. But in any case, let's it is time to randomize. Chainsaw Man. This is Chainsaw Man chapter 95, Chainsaw Man versus Control Devil. Last we left off, Denji was getting smoked by he was putting up a good fight, but in the end he lost to the weapon devils in kind of like a duel taking out type of deal where he's just like running out of blood and energy. So Makima has decided to take it upon herself to defeat Chainsaw Man herself. That way she can use his power, and she starts feeding him his blood. So Denji wakes up. She wakes up Denji by pulling his little string, and first thing Denji does is lop her head off. And also the guy behind her, I guess.
Well, you gotta remember how her power works.
Hmm.
Like she siphons off the damage to other people. That's why they were all there.
Oh. I didn't know that was how her power works.
Yeah, she mentioned it before. Remember when the old man had his gun on her? She was like, "Yeah, I made a deal that like anything that happens to me happens to other people and shit." So,
You're right.
Yeah, she made a deal with the Prime Minister of Japan or some wild shit like that.
You're right. Now I'm remembering.
Whoa.
I forgot all about that. Wow, that was such like a low key detail that I just like.
Bro, they said that in one page, man. Not like just probably 2 panels worth of text dedicated to that little situation. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It was just so wild to me that it stood out.
Yeah.
Like, he did what?
Yeah.
What?
I think her head just like reattaches itself, and then again, kind of like Jujutsu Kaisen this week. The rest of this chapter is literally like a back and forth fist fight. It's more back and forth than Jujutsu Kaisen was.
And Makima's cheating like OD.
Yeah, because a bunch of every time Chainsaw Man takes a swipe at her, she just regenerates because like this damage is siphoned onto somebody else. And
one of my favorite panels of the week, right here in the middle.
yeah. I know what you're talking. That was one of mine too, where it was just like a kick to the face and then a kick to the stomach return.
The one in the middle with her head.
Yeah, her head
her
is
face
just like,
kind of like.
It looks so regular, like even in blurred motion.
She's focusing. She's still watching him. Like, he's throwing this punch here.
Yeah, I'm gonna parry like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a lot of carnage left and right, and then eventually, like, we ended on a 2-page spread where Makima literally pulls out Denji's heart that looks a lot like Pochita. It's the most adorable heart I've ever seen.
That shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't even know if we could show this on YouTube. This is too gory for YouTube.
No, it was pretty wild, man.
Yeah,
pretty wild.
No, yeah, his intestines are out. She pulls his heart out that has the chainsaw thing attached to it. And she just whispers to him, like, it was unavoidable that you'd lose to my bare hands. I'm like, sheesh.
Yeah, he did. He did lose just a straight up bare hand.
I'm like, okay, Makima, Jesus. You cheated. It wasn't you didn't just beat him.
Look at all these people that died.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to obtain a goal.
Yeah. And she's basically like, how can I get you to give up on this world? What do I need to do for you to turn back into Chainsaw Man? And then she...
So, wait. So is that what that form is that he was in? Like the big-ass fucking Chainsaw Man form? That's only when
that
he
was...
gave up on the world?
Yeah. Because at that point, like, Power was dead. And he was just kind of coming to grips with the reality that he's just going to be Makima's dog forever. So he was at a pretty low point in his life.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think Denji's spirit has to be really weak in order for the Chainsaw Man to fully be out. But in any case, Denji spits in her face, and she says, "Chainsaw Man doesn't spit." And I'm like, that's the worst thing? That's what you have a problem with? He killed so many people. But yeah, apparently Chainsaw Man also doesn't wear clothing and talk. Every action he takes should be chaotic. And despite not getting him at all, you were chosen by Chainsaw Man. If you're going to get in our way, then die. And then she yanks out Pochita Heart, leaving Denji Chainsaw Man to, I guess, die finally. Jeez.
Very sad.
Yeah.
And his guts are all out, man.
Yeah, all
like
out.
Pasta, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I think like there's more cryptic thing to like, despite being this chaotic force of nature, Pochita chose Denji. And I wonder why that is. I wonder like the narrative like symbolism of what Pochita wants out of Denji, or what he sees in Denji. You know what I mean? It's kind of interesting to find out. But literally just action for 10 of the 17 pages, 20 pages, and then this weird like ending thing. I heard that like Chainsaw Man is like maybe ending next week. I'm not exactly positive about that.
No way. No way.
I only saw.
I guess we'll see when it comes out next week, because it'll tell us if it's in another 7 days or never.
Yeah, or never, just never.
Or never. Yeah, I mean that's
forever.
it. It won't say anything, right? It'll just say.
It'll say the end at the end. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a pretty interesting chapter. It's a lot to think about. I don't really know why Pochita chose Denji, but maybe we'll find out about that next week. But that's all I really have to say about it. You guys want to move on?
Alrighty.
Sir.
It is time to randomize. Endless Winter. This is Justice League Endless Winter. It's a new event during the event that's still happening.
Yes. I didn't realize how soon this shit was coming, man.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what's going on. Like, why? Why are they here? What's happening here?
I don't know, man. It's
what were they doing before this?
chilling.
At least, I don't know. Let's just stop. We already know what they're doing, right? The continuity is not a big deal no more.
Yeah, we'll just have to assume that this is after death metal and everything's okay.
Yeah.
We start out in this Arctic Circle in Greenland, in the Joklaborg region. There's a lot of fucking specifications as to where they are. It's Arctic Circle, Greenland, Joklaborg region, the Citadel Glacier. This is apparently the space where Superman used to have his Fortress of Solitude before Rogolzal came through and fucked everything up.
Did the most.
Yeah, and Superman left behind some of his weird Fortress of Solitude icicles behind. So this douchebag, whoever he is just out here trying to steal it. Meanwhile, we get this scene in Mathali Island by the Arabian Sea, where these D-list supervillains are all chilling after, I guess, a major heist, and the Justice League just pull up to cause problems in their lives. So they snatch him up. You know, Catman's among them. He's the only one I really know.
I don't even know who that is.
Catman, I know from the Secret Six series. It's pretty good. Where it's literally like D-list heroes and Bane. Oh, D-list villains and Bane.
Plus Bane.
Yeah, plus Bane, who go on missions together. It's a good little book. I recommended it. But yeah, anyways, Justice League comes through, does his thing. Flash is asking every Justice League member, is like, how do you balance family and all that? And I'm like, Flash, I feel like you would know this better than anybody because you're one of the few people in the Justice League that has like an actual, like has a family. And is pretty
Yeah, and
close
it's
to
like
them.
your book's been going on for a long time, and that's kind of like always your arc as well.
Yeah.
So, like, you are literally the expert about this.
Yeah, this is your thing. Your team is literally called the Flash family. Like your side of the DC universe, it's called the Flash family.
What's up, Flash fam?
Yeah.
Hit the like and subscribe button.
He goes to visit Black Lightning too, and he's like, Black Lightning, how do you balance family and superhero work?
And your show that's out that we're clearly giving. Nah, let me stop. Black Knight is cool.
He is cool. I just noticed his ugly sweater has like lightning bolts like shaped like
Yeah, like the Chargers, right? It's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Apparently, his daughters have powers too.
Apparently.
Did you know that?
I don't know all that much about Black Lightning, unfortunately. But in any case, he doesn't get really any answers he's looking for. Like Black Lightning having a family, he just says like typical family thing. You got to make time, whatever, all that stuff. And Flash is like, cool. And I guess that's the end of his whole spiel. Meanwhile, back at the Arctic Circle, where the guy is trying to steal pieces of the Fortress of Solitude, these weird ice creatures attack them, prompting the Justice League to show up again and fight them. And seeing as how they're not really sentient creatures, they're able to just mash them up. Aquaman's around, even though he hasn't been part of this team in a while. Yeah.
With a whole Kraken.
Yeah, with the whole Kraken, as usual. That's pretty huge. It's kind of like his opening move. It's just like, I have Kraken.
This is the extent of how awesome my powers can be, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
I swear.
But after the battle finally is starting to conclude, the Arctic Circle, where like where the Fortress of Solitude used to be, opens up like this weird portal, and the Frost King is finally free. And it turns out this guy was a villain from way back in the day, back when Black Adam was the main Shazam guy. In the 10th century, Hippolyta was Wonder Woman at the time. I don't know who this guy is. I forgot his name already. I think he's like some kind of knight. Something.
So this is basically what, like their version of the DC Avengers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Swamp Thing. I guess that's kind of cool.
No. Yeah, Swamp Thing was one of them, right?
Who's this Gladiator man?
I don't know. But anyway,
that's supposed to be Batman? That's supposed to be Batman?
Probably. But anyway, the entire Justice League
Sure.
tries to fight him, but of course, like, the Frost King is like, I'm too strong for you guys right now. And he explodes this thing. The next time the Justice League come back into the scene, the whole world has been enveloped in ice. Because as it turns out, the reason the Frost King is so strong is that he's absorbed, I guess, the Kryptonian energy signature that was dormant when he moved the Fortress of Solitude. So he's basically got Kryptonian levels of strength added to his ice powers, turned the entire world into an Arctic wasteland, and that is why Endless Winter is what it is. And the issue ends with, we learn that Black Adam is like, shit, I know what this is. Where we get the flashback where we find out that Swamp Thing, Hippolyta, and Viking Prince is this kid's name, have gone to Black Adam to deal with the Frost King the first time around. I recommend this if you're like new to comics, because it's pretty chill. Like it's
Pretty chill. No pun intended, right?
Yeah, no pun intended. I genuinely didn't. I swear to God, I'm sorry. Oh God.
I swear to God.
I swear to God. Oh man. But yeah,
it is pretty chill though.
I mean, it doesn't. It's kind of an event that was not built up at all. It just kind of started with this issue. So if you're looking for a good entry point into, I guess, what DC is gonna be from now on, it's a good place. It reminds me a lot of like the Avengers series when it started. You know, where it was just like this kind of like every character is who you think they are. You know, it doesn't really rely on a lot of continuity, so it's easy to get into. And that's all I really have to say about it. It's not particularly extraordinary. I thought it was just kind of like regular. But yeah, that's all I got. You guys ready to randomize?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
All right, let's go.
The champ is
The champ is here.
One Piece.
Ooh.
Yep, this is
Juan.
Ooh.
One Piece.
Juan.
This is
Ooh, I fucking love this chapter, bro.
yeah.
Dude, oh my god. Oh shit, I wanted to give this. I'm so stuck between this and My Hero Academia.
Of course you are.
Wow,
You should just
bro.
give it to this.
If that's really the case, then there is no decision. If you still have to think about it,
Yeah, honestly,
you know where that leans toward.
honestly, you're right.
You don't gotta waste your time on the draft for this one for Brian, Chris.
Well, I'll
But,
waste it on.
What
for
about
me.
you, Christian Espinal?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I had a hard time this week picking my VGI and RGC. It was a tough one, but you know what? I'll throw it to One Piece because it's off next week.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
So it looks like the year is gonna end on chapter 999.
I actually like that, but we'll get to that later. This is One Piece chapter 997, Flames. Last we left off, Sanji, using his power of observation, has picked up something naughty happening. So he immediately beelines towards wherever the naughty thing is happening. And he looks over and he sees this, like...
Are you
silhouette.
serious? He really did use his color.
Yeah, that was
he has
the
color of
color-
observation.
Yeah, it was color observation.
What? Since when?
Yeah, he's had it.
I think it was shown last chapter. We're not really 100% sure, but it looks like he used it.
Yeah.
Because he heard voices.
No, because he heard a woman in trouble.
I think Sanji generally does have it. I think Zoro and...
I think he heard it.
I think Zoro
I think
and
he just
Sanji...
heard it.
No, because nobody else heard
heard
it.
it.
Like it's still pretty. To like, we're still not 100% sure it was observation hockey, but it might be implied that
I think it's assumed that both, at least Zoro and Sanji, have both, like, at least the armament and the color observation.
I always assumed for sure armament absolutely was Zoro, and I guess to a lesser extent Sanji, but we've seen it, right? He could kick really hard and kick anybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know about observation, bro. That's a really strong skill. I mean, I guess we haven't seen them get into super serious fights, but
Yeah, I would say.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that Zoro's gonna get conquerors, and Sanji's gonna have observation. Like,
I don't know about that.
I
I think Zoro for sure is in line for, like, conquerors, but I think Sanji has it, but it's probably not that strong because he hasn't used it a lot, and it makes sense.
no, that was definitely observation hockey because, like,
definitely, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it was definitely it. Because if you look at the end of that chapter, he like closes his eyes and focuses, and like it's clear that he's the only one who can hear it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Sanji finds he sees the silhouette of the famous sexual harassment technique of the land of samurai.
The famous.
Where it's literally like the powerful man tugs on the sash of a helpless woman, so that and with each spin she's not just losing part of her cloth, the cloth that covers her body, but she's losing herself. And then he can't stand this, so he just springs into action to try and save her, and he gets caught in a web. It was all a ruse the entire time. And it was actually two of Kaido's henchmen that string him up and bring him over to Black Maria, who is giant, standing over him or lying down next to him, is like, I happen to have a soft spot for boys with rough edges. Do you like me too? And Sanji looks up like, don't insult me. You want the truth? The truth is, I love you. Well,
I don't know how Sanji's gonna get out of that situation, honestly.
Yeah.
He's gonna use his observation hockey. That's what he's gonna do.
I mean, we find out in like this moment where Luffy and Jinbei are alone. So they're like, "Wait, where did Sanji go?" And Jinbei's like, "I don't know. He just rushed off." So they didn't hear it. Sanji did. It had to have been color of observation.
Yeah, it was observation hockey. I'm pretty sure.
or maybe because it was females.
Maybe
that
you can only
just
hear.
heard.
I think-
He was
no,
that much
that's-
of a thirst bucket.
No, that's what activated it. I
Mhm.
think is that it was a woman in trouble, and
Yeah.
that's what activated his observation.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so we cut over to these two big henchmen of two headliners for Kaido's crew. Poker.
Bro, the one on the right.
My favorite part, I gotta say this. My favorite part about the smile fruits is that they're a genuine inconvenience on whoever has them. Like, you can see the girl who has the gorilla smile fruit is just looking up at her gorilla. Is like, stop dropping banana bits on me. Like,
And
they're
the
all-
whole sentient gorilla that's eating its banana because it feels like it.
yeah.
Not a single one of these guys have been useful to Kaido at all, though, either.
I mean,
And they're all mad cocky, yo.
yeah, no, Poker is like, yo, Luffy's coming this way.
What? Easy money.
Yeah. He's 1.5 billion berries. That'll more than make up. I can't wait for my promotion. I might as well just
He
put in-
started. Bro, he started this. You talking about the same kid that started the Paramount War, my nigga? You kidding me? In what world did you think? Who is this nigga? Poker? I've never. Yo,
I think that's the point of it. Is
the
that like
nerve, man.
I think that's the point
You
of the
a
joke is that
goon,
they're
bro.
so.
You was a lower level goon, my nigga. Yo, stop it. Your lieutenant can't even keep a smile gorilla under control. Yo, the nerve, man. Oda's a funny guy. Yo.
My favorite
No,
part
these are the
is-
final bosses of this arc.
My favorite part
Oh,
is
for
that
sure.
they're waiting directly for Luffy to show up because this staircase, like he has to use this staircase to go up, right? But then Luffy gets called over by the samurai, and they made a handmade ladder to the next floor. So he just never shows up at the staircase, and they're just still waiting. Like, where did they fucking go?
Oh, I didn't even notice that actually. That's really funny.
Yeah, that was awesome.
By the way, I just want to state this now. That means with this ladder, that leaves 3 chapters before Luffy reaches Kaido.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna have to go through 2 half levels and 1 final level.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool if he can time it that way. I'm pretty sure he can. But meanwhile, back at the performance floor, oh man. Big Mom heads up towards the roof. There's a big crater in the roof that leads directly to the top where Kaido is, so she goes through that. Zoro notices her leaving. Everybody's thrilled she's gone. Everybody's like, thank goodness that hag is leaving. I thought she was going to wreak havoc. And as Zoro's looking up as Big Mom flies away, he notices something fall from the roof. And at that moment, Zoro just like looks left at the fucking Ice Oni, looks right, and there's just like nonsense with Queen and everything else. He looks over at Drake and Apu having a genuine battle to the death.
Genuine. This is their one-on-one, actually.
Yeah.
We're just not seeing it.
And then Zoro's like, what the fuck am I doing here? And then he just one-shot Scratchman Apu.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Word up. Yeah.
Big boy damage. Just like one-shots Apu.
Can't
Drake.
believe it. He thought he got slashed.
Yeah. Drake is like, what?
Said, am I going to separate in 2 seconds? Is it one of those? Is my dinosaur ass safe?
Yeah.
Anyway.
The antidote for the Ice Oni just falls directly into Zoro's hands. And then he goes over to Chopper. Is like, I got your shit. Can I go now? And Chopper's like, yeah, I'll figure out the rest. And in this cool little moment, like Chopper's like, yeah, I already figured out how the virus works. And Zoro's like, I knew it because you're my little brother boy. And then he fucks off. And Chopper gets on a stand. He looks at everybody. He's like, use fire on the ice Oni because this virus lives in obviously cold environments. And I'm like, oh yeah, duh. That makes sense. So basically, he's going to use the little antidote that Zoro gave him to make more antibodies for everybody, friend and foe, because Chopper is a doctor, and he feels he saves everyone. He does no harm. That's real cool. Hell yeah, doctor. And Queen looks down like, stupid fucking reindeer raccoon thing.
Stupid fucking reindeer.
And then he looks at Apu. He's like, "You too, Apu. Don't think I didn't see that."
Right. Yo ass lost, and I told you I was gonna kill you. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. Sometimes I can't stop thinking about that moment. It's just
called partner, but it should be called gangster time.
It's too much. So he does that, and then Zoro's not done because then he just cuts this fucking Ice Oni machine gun, and he straight up just tells everybody what we're all thinking. He's just like, "Yo, this is fucking dumb. I didn't come here to play around and play tag with these little henchmen. I heard Kaido is the strongest person around, so I'm here to slice him to pieces."
Fucking pieces. I'm telling you, man. Odin 3-sword style.
So Zoro's the main character now, right? Is that official?
Yeah, it's called Zoro Piece
No,
now.
but it is official that he used observation hockey to see that tiny arm
Oh my
from the sky,
God.
Brian.
Is it?
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
think so.
Confirmed. He has observation hockey as well as Sanji. Confirmed.
You're real salty about
Does that mean Robin has
Oh
it
yeah,
too?
because I don't think that, bro. I think they would have made a much bigger deal of it. Even with Sanji, they made sure you seen for a fact that he is developing this on the spot. There was no other time I've
Brian.
seen Zoro or Sanji use observation.
Brian, I'm gonna need you to find me proof that Sanji can use observation hockey. Get on the Google machine, get on that, and pull up another instance.
And you
where
had to
you-
cite multiple sources, bro. Not just the
Bro,
one.
what? I have to write. All right, I'll turn in my papers tomorrow, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, the deadline is when we get to the end of this podcast.
I'm sure you can find it easily.
I have my 5-page
genuinely,
thesis ready for
I
you.
am curious. I am salty because I didn't pick up on that if that's the case, but I'd like to know, and I'm not going to go in on you that much if it turns out to not be the case.
Yeah. Anyway, so as Zoro yells, "I'm here to slice him into pieces," the ground starts shaking beneath him, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, is this Haki of the Supreme King?" My favorite part is that Zoro's like, I didn't do this shit. Stop playing. And then Robin looks over to him and is like, "Yo, I know how you feel. I saw it too. What fell through the hole was Okiku's arm." So I guess like what spurred this whole moment on is that Zoro's looking up and he's seeing that like, oh shit, it's not going great up there. So I need to stop fucking around with these goons and get to the meat of this whole thing. So like Zoro just looks up, he's like, "I wish I could fly up there, but King and Queen are still around, so it's not gonna be super easy." And
Yeah.
as soon as he says that, that's when Marco pulls up and is like, "Hey guys, I can fly. Do you need anything?"
I can make it super easy.
real quick. Yes, it seems as though Sanji is confirmed to have observation hockey.
From what?
What happened?
Well, it seems like it's something that he learned from his 2-year training because he had to be very observant to avoid all the fucking.
Is it an assumption?
The lady men?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The
You
Okama.
fucking serious?
Oh, he can-
But
he can
has he
sense-
used it at any other point?
He like there's a bunch of things where it's like he he could just sense shit now. Like he can sense like he has like a spider sense kind of where it's like he knows about like there was a time where he sensed snipers. Apparently there was a part where in Fishman Island where he sensed Karibo.
Karibo?
Yeah,
The mud guy.
Oh, caribou. Yeah.
So-
Yeah, wet caribou.
Wet hair
So-
caribou.
So his is a lot
Well,
less
okay.
like his is a lot less like sight intensive. It's more like feeling intensive. Like
Oh,
you
so
know.
it's closer to like Kobe's.
yeah, like he
but
well,
it's not so strong. No,
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
not, like,
his
incredibly...
is more
All right.
Yeah, his is more about like he can sense things more than see things.
Okay, yeah, like all right, like a discount spider sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say
Almost
that's
like
kind of
a weak connection to the Force or something. Okay, all right, that's actually pretty cool. I'm happy for Sanji.
there are people.
Little sad for me, but not noticing. But
Yeah. There are
Right.
people who like in that moment where Zoro cut Mr. One to having like observation hockey. I think that's very conducive to Sanji because he's always sneaking around and he's like the covert one, and that has a lot to do with observation, right? So it makes sense that like we had these little moments for both Zoro and Sanji where they displayed hockey powers before we even knew what it was.
yeah,
But I guess like I mean I only assumed because like at that point at the 2-year time skip, I figured at least Zoro and Sanji would come back with hockey mastered, especially since Ivankov can use it, and
yeah.
I don't see why he wouldn't teach Sanji. But in any case,
Yeah, for sure the armament one.
Yeah.
And then, the other one would have just been a nice little... I'll tell you this, my last thoughts. I'm not a big fan of everyone having like, these same abilities. I guess it's kind of cool since they do kind of express themselves in different ways. But you could only change it up so much. I'd rather more of the crew have a little piece of that than just, have most of these powers included by like the top 3. Because I think Zoro's just fine without the like observation, and I think Sanji's fine without Emperor Haki. I'm not mad.
It doesn't seem like Sanji's going to be the type of guy to get observation. Get Conqueror's Haki. This chapter alone probably is a very good like selling point for Zoro getting it himself. So.
I'll also say this: not everyone in the crew has either Haki. Like Chopper doesn't have it. Nami doesn't have
he's
it.
probably
Robin,
not going to develop it. We have Robin.
Probably
I
has
would like
observation.
Robin to get something, but whatever.
I
It's not a
can
big
see
deal.
Robin getting observation. Like Frankie doesn't have it either. But who knows?
True.
I mean,
Could you imagine if he learned that shit and he just had like a mech, an armament mech?
that'd be so fire. But
That would be pretty.
I'll say this though.
We've gone far enough on this tangent.
Here's the last thing I'll say is that Haki is kind of like a side power. So, even if everybody on the crew gets it, it's not like, that would be their main thing. There's different utilities to use Haki. So, maybe there's like a unique way that's...
And people's hockey is usually like, they specialize it in their own way,
Right.
It's usually always different the way people use it. Anyway.
Yeah. So, back to the chapter. Everything is shaking. Everybody's like, what the fuck is happening? And then, at that point, Yamato is like running towards the end, and she reaches the end of the island, and they're like, oh no, there are no Animal Kingdom ships, and there's no sea. And they're like, what does that mean? And Yamato knows what time it is because she's like, shit, I was too late. There's no sea to escape to anymore. What's happening is that dragons fly through the air by something called flame clouds, meaning Kaido sent Onigashima itself aloft. He's going to move the entire island to the flower capital. Ooh-wee.
Pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
This is kind of similar to the Strong World villain's power, where he can like lift islands.
He did that with his magnetism power, didn't he? With his he had like a float ability.
Yeah, he had a float ability where he levitated inanimate objects. He can't really do people, but
this was different though, bro. It was
different.
This is just how dragons are.
Yeah,
they can just do this, bro. And he ate the dragon fruit, so there you go.
Real quick,
I love it, man. He never. It's like he explains the stuff that needs to be explained, and the stuff that doesn't need to is just like.
It just makes sense.
And let your imagination run wild.
I'm not saying
like
it's the exact
soap
same.
lady. Come on.
It just reminds me of something. It just reminds me of that moment where he's like floating islands. But I love it. I thought this was a great visual. It's a great way to show off even further that Kaido is a fucking monster. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna just easily lift this island just because of the properties of my ability. Easy money.
Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, by the way, yes, I'm ready.
Oh no, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, that's it. I was cracking the joke about BT Dubs. I'm moving this while I talk to you and crack your heads open with my club. I'm going to move this entire island with minimal effort in just my mind.
Let us begin this world of violence.
That's incredibly disrespectful. He doesn't have to put barely any physical effort, barely mental.
Yeah, and he looked over to them and was like, are you good now? Kozuki is finished. Wano, or more accurately, new Onigashima will become a pirate strong. He's about to drop an island on another island. Just
Age of
cause.
Ultron.
Yeah, it is literally Age of Ultron. But Brian, what was this theory you're talking about?
All right, so I saw this theory on Roger's base, and it's pretty interesting. So, there's a theory floating around, no pun intended, that Onigashima is God Valley.
Oh.
And that Kaido picked it up and placed it at Wano. And this is Onigashima.
I mean, yeah, there's no real way to disprove that. So I can't really say anything because we don't know what God's Valley looks like.
It's because God Valley disappeared. Apparently, that's a thing that happened where nobody can find God Valley after the clash with the Rocks Pirates. So
okay.
Oh, that's okay. I was trying to remember what exactly was that again? And yeah, that's where they had that fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
right.
this would explain where it went. Kaido's just been flying it around all over the place, using it as a base for himself, and he just plants it
That's
wherever
pretty fire.
he goes.
If that's the case, whose skull is that? Who was fighting in God's Valley that looked like that?
A giant.
Probably.
It looks like the same horns that Kaido has.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
So it looks like dragon horns, maybe. Maybe it's like the skull of his his full dragon form or some shit.
The previous dragon fruit user, maybe?
I don't know.
Perhaps.
But there's a lot that One Piece is gonna drop on us before chapter 1000. I can feel it. There's a lot of shit, or at least after chapter 1000, we're gonna get a lot of questions answered about really specific things that we probably haven't been thinking about for a while.
Yeah.
Because he's introduced so much in Wano that he hasn't that's pretty new information.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Wano has been big information drop after big information drop. Yeah, I mean, I can't disprove that, so I'm not going to say it's wrong or right, but it is a good theory. I think that makes sense, if anything.
And also, people are theorizing that this chapter also proves that Kaido is a dragon who ate a fruit to become a human.
No, because Chopper has that fruit.
I don't know about that, man.
Because Chopper has the human fruit. So that couldn't be the case.
No, because
they don't exist at the same time.
I don't think he ate a human fruit, like a human fruit specifically. It could be some other variation, but it seems as though Kaido, when he's in his normal form, he was struggling a lot more against the scabbards, right? And then he goes into this form, and all of a sudden he wipes the floor with them. Wouldn't it make sense for him to be in a dragon form if he ate a dragon fruit to be at his full power?
I think that's maybe a reach. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
He can't do surgical work as a dragon.
Yeah,
that's just to address. So I don't think that can really confirms anything as far as from a combat perspective. I think he switched to that mode because he wanted to beat their head. And I'm not just cracking a joke. I mean, I really feel like he just did what he wanted to do, and then said, "Yeah, so I'm gonna do this and talk more shit."
Pretty much.
And move my island.
Yeah, I like the God's Valley theory.
Didn't they already say he ate the Zoan, the ancient Zoan dragon fruit or something like that? I'm sure they didn't. No one said that.
I don't think they confirmed what his devil fruit is yet.
Okay.
I mean, but that's not.
It's just a lot of assumptions.
Dragon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's the case because there aren't two of the same fruit out there, and Chopper has the human fruit. So I don't know.
Ogre fruit, Shrek fruit, maybe.
Shrek fruit.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great chapter for great moment for Zoro, big boy Zoro moment. Just being like,
yeah, I like that a lot, man.
Let's just move this arc forward and stop playing these games. One thing I noticed about this chapter is that One Piece has a little bit of a formula with every arc. It always becomes a race against time. There's always a race against time scenario with every arc of One Piece. With the bird cage, the bomb that was going to go off at Alabasta, the Maxim reaching the Bell in Skypiea, and now it's the floating on island going over to the Flower Capital and dropping on them. They had Noah's Ark and Fishman Island. It's always a race against time. That's interesting. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. One Piece was awesome, as usual. It is time to randomize. King in Black. This is another event. We had 2 events this week come out. I do not mind this one that much. This is King in Black number 1. It is a natural like spin-off of the Venom series. My only questionability about it is that like you know what? Never mind. I defeated my own point in my head. I was about to say like this isn't really affecting anybody else, but then I realized there's going to be a ton of tie-ins involving everybody else.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, it starts off where we left off in the last Venom issue. Eddie Brock is, for whatever reason, standing on a building and is like, Cap, it's time. He's here. I can feel him coming closer. And he's talking about Null, the god of the symbiotes. And he says it's time for the plan to go into effect. We get this cool 2-page spread where Venom just has his, like, Venom symbiote swinging. It's so fucking cool. Ryan Stegman is back on art. Hell yes. He's a great artist. And, he's just thinking to himself, is just like, man, I hate that my son has to live this life. I wish he could have just been somebody else and not had to deal with my fucking symbiote garbage. Meanwhile, in Avengers Island, Captain America is coordinating with Tony Stark, who's got the spare leftover Kree Skrull Armada ships in the air as like kind of trip mines for Null's army. And meanwhile, he's got like heroes coordinating, coming back together, getting ready for it to be a second wave in case this doesn't work out. The Null symbiotes trigger the bomb, and it doesn't really work because more of them come. We get this badass 2-page spread where the fucking devils of Null just rain down from the sky as heroes make their way to scrap. Meanwhile, at this weird bunker that Peter Parker has access to, Eddie Brock drops off his son Dylan so that, he can't be involved in this and can't be murdered by Null. And we cut to the battlefield where multiple Avengers are like fighting for their lives. We get a little bit of their weakness in a way, right? We learn here that like the symbiote's weakness is generally electricity-based powers, mystical stuff, magic. So, but there's not a lot of those heroes around. And the Avengers are struggling a bit until they get a little bit of cavalry call from Charles Xavier himself. And he says, if you require backup, please stand by. My X-Men have arrived.
Yeah, so he started turning shit up,
Yeah. Cable's here.
Even though they said they were going to do away with the term X-Men.
I mean,
whatever. I guess it can't always be 100%. You know what I'm saying? It's still cool. At least people know they're coming from Krakoa.
Yeah.
By the way, adult Cable?
I was literally about to point that out. Is like, why is Cable an adult here?
Yeah.
But I guess weird continuity issue. I think like it was just a mistake, but I'm not gonna fucking rip them apart over.
Yeah, it's whatever, man. Yeah. Who cares? This is all just fanfare anyway. We all know what's about to happen.
Yeah. Venom makes his way to this to the Spire, which was left over from the Absolute Carnage event. This is basically the center of control that Carnage used in Absolute Carnage, and it's
incredibly gross.
Yeah, it's real sticky and gross.
Like nightmare stuff. Like if you fell in that, whoa. Anyway,
Yeah. Venom sits in the throne of symbiote, attaches himself so he can kind of be mission control for everybody. And he's like, "Oh no, it's not just Null. It's not just symbiotes. Apparently, Null went after the fucking Celestials, killed them, and took their bodies." And at that point,
a handful of them anyway.
Yeah, at that point, it's just GG. It's not good for anybody.
Yeah, everyone's looking like, damn. Oh my god.
Yeah, they just pop up in the middle of Manhattan, and Null pops out of one of their chests, just like, I'm here now, and I've come to fuck shit up. He approaches the Avengers. They're just like, and who are you all supposed to be? You're not Venom. The fuck? And they're all looking like, we're the last thing a guy like you wants to see. Hey, Tony, is he here? And Tony's like, yep, just got here. And they're like, cool, go introduce yourself, Sentry. And Sentry's like, yes, sir, Captain. He comes down, kills one of the Celestials, like one of the symbiote Celestials. Pretty cool.
Easy mode. And for those that don't know, Sentry is essentially Superman.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes. He's not as thorough as Superman, but, you know, he might as well be to these Marvel cats.
Yeah, he came through.
And there's a lot of other crazy stuff with him, but we're going to talk about that in a second.
Yeah. Nola's like, no, I'll kill you for that. And Sentry picks him up, and he's like, hi, I'm Bob. And he's like about to talk major shit, drops some spicy language. And that's when Nola's like, never mind. I know what you're about. And he just splits Sentry open. Easy money. What the fuck? I guess.
Is that what he happened? He split his head open?
Yeah, he split him open from the inside and bursted him.
Oh my gosh. And the void creature within him, I guess he killed that too?
I guess. Well, Sentry gets one of these. Oh, he absorbed the void.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus. Well, Null is like OP beyond words now. I don't even know.
I didn't even peep that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was thinking, where the fuck is Captain Marvel? Shouldn't she be fighting him or something?
Yeah, I mean, she.
And I guess it's too late for that.
I don't know.
Same goes for the Incredible Hulk. I think it's looking kind of slow.
Yeah, so at this point, King in Black he just creates a big symbiote dome around the Earth. And Storm is trying her absolute best to try and keep shit together. Thor's not there because he's off doing Thor things.
He's trapped in fucking Doctor World. Are we covering that this week?
No.
No, right? Oh, all right. I forgot
Trapped
to
in
read
Doctor
it.
World.
It is interesting. It is really good.
Yeah.
But okay.
But in any case.
Yeah, he's trapped. He's up Shit's Creek right now.
Yeah, I think he captured Storm too, and Xavier's not happy about that. His face is just like, Storm. No.
Damn.
No. And Venom's like, shit. Well, we have no choice. I have to go give him what he wants. And Venom himself goes off to face Null. He calls Null over, and Null's like, oh, there you are. And then he just crashes a fucking... He crashes a hole. That was easy. He just snatches Venom out from the underground and is like, check this out. I beat you, and I stomped your heroes. I took over the world. And now I'm going to take your
Check this out.
Yeah, look at that. And then he's like, this is my favorite part. He's like, wait, I know you. You're the host that beat my dragon. Thought I killed you. I do apologize, but there's been a bit of confusion. My fault, really. I should have specified which Brock. Because he's about to kill his son. So he snatches the Venom symbiote from Eddie and drops him from the top of the tower. And that's where the issue ends. Wowee. It was mostly a lot of action and stuff. Big 2-page spreads where, Ryan Stegman is just kind of showing off. Yeah, what a way to start off the event.
Yeah, a super L to the entire Marvel Earth-based community.
Yeah.
Y'all all lost. You need Thanos or somebody else.
Yeah.
Definitely not no fucking...
Well, Thanos is dead. Oh, wait, no. Thanos is dead.
GG. Who else is there? The Sentry was supposed to be one of those other guys.
Yeah, the Sentry was supposed to be their GG machine, and he's done.
He was. I didn't even know he was on the scene. Yes, he was one of the American Avengers, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was around.
He's not. That was Hyperion. You're confusing him with Hyperion. who
You're
is
right.
actually who is like closer to the Superman equivalent. But Sentry is
Okay,
just
you're
like
right.
supposed to be above that. So
He ain't stronger than Superman. Oh, he's
I
definitely
don't know.
stronger than the other guy. Yeah.
they usually
get
call
you
on
now.
him when they really need to get Hulk in line, where they're just like, "Come get the Hulk. He's wilding right now.
Please, he's the only one.
Come get your boy, the Hulk." Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I really enjoyed Absolute Carnage. I thought it was like a lot of fun as a comic book. It wasn't like the deepest or whatever, but it is. Donny Cates puts out really fun comics, especially when they're like these big events. I'm looking forward to it.
He put Venom really on like a cosmic level, which is dope because before he was just space alien symbiote pain in the ass to the lowly street hero Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to speak ill of my boy, but come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this definitely
He
takes
ain't-
Venom to a whole
yeah.
nother level. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait for this event. For someone who, like Josh said earlier, I am experiencing event fatigue, but if it's a good event, I'm here for
This
it.
this isn't the RGC for you?
Oh man, you know what? No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't know.
All right.
I don't know why. I think you're gonna.
There
judge
was
me.
another one that was actually my runner-up. This was actually third place.
Yeah, I think your
I
runner-up is
believe
my
it or not,
favorite.
man.
I think your runner-up
and
is
it
my
wasn't
favorite.
an event. That's an.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it, right? That's all the events.
So
Okay.
But anyway,
So that's it.
we gotta get a move on. It is time to randomize. World Trigger. And this is World Trigger, Chapter 204, The Away Mission, Part 2. Last we left off with World Trigger. The Away Mission, I guess, hopefuls have been called into a room, and we're about to get underway with the Away Mission test, which will decide who's actually going on the Away Mission, who's qualified to be there. And it was revealed last chapter that there will be two tests, two parts to the test. One is more like a situational thing of training people to learn the ship that they will be using to get around and to practice like kind of living together, because they're not just living with their squads, they're living with other squad mates. It's kind of like an exercise in that regard, and there will also be a battle component. And they also announced that they'd be splitting up squads and mixing them up with new captains, which are going to be announced now. The first captain will be OG from OG Squad, Kitazo from wait, did I skip a bunch? Okay, so squad captain number 1 is Utagawa from Kazama Squad, I believe.
Don't remember.
He's an A rank guy
I
actually.
know.
So yeah, I think he's their gunner. The
You
second,
know what? I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm just gonna count on my hand. I like how many I don't remember, and I'll tell you when it's finished. So that's one so far.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one is number 2 is OG, who is a B rank captain already himself. Has faced off against Osamu and Tomoko Matu already. The third captain is Kakizaki. I forget this guy's squad, but he's not a captain originally, I think. The fourth squad captain is Kitazoe from Kageura Squad, the Grenader guy. The fifth squad captain is Kuruma from Suzunari 1, the captain from Suzunari 1, actually. The squad 6 captain is the sniper from one of the A-rank squads, Kodera. Squad 7 is Captain Suwa from Suwa Squad. Squad captain 8 is Ninomiya, GG. Squad captain 9 is Mizukami, who I believe is a gunner or shooter from Ikoma Squad. The 10th squad captain is Murakami from Suzunari 1. And the 11th captain is Rokuro from Katori Squad. And yeah, those are the 11 leaders. They were chosen for them. And also the operators. I'm not going to go through all the operators. It's a lot. You got 3? Who don't you know?
Oh, no, the 3 I don't know. Okay, the first guy, no idea. Squad 3 captain Kakizaki, no. I
He's
feel
a
like
B
we've
rank
seen
captain.
him.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a B rank captain. I think we saw him in like the Nasu squad fight, if I remember correctly.
I feel like I should know about Kodera, but he literally looks like leveled up Osamu. He literally looks like, yes, come under my wing, Osamu. Yeah. I will show you how to be the glasses person in this series. And increase your level. Because he's A rank, right? He's literally what Osamu aspires to be. He has to be, because he's like a lame character too, right?
He's a sniper. He's an A rank sniper.
The glasses guy?
Yeah. I believe he's a sniper, Kodera.
Shoei Kodera? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Karuma, I don't know of him, but you said Suzunari Ai, and I was like, okay, he was just one of the other guys.
Yeah, he's the captain of Murakami's squad. He's not special as far as we've seen. Like, he hasn't had like a lot of moments.
And Murakami's the one with the sword and shield.
And he
goes to sleep. Yeah, that was his captain. Okay.
The number 4 attacker is Murakami.
Yep. Got it.
I don't think I need
any idea about the first guy, the A rank guy.
Yeah.
Any clue?
I'll tell you what, I don't know that much about the operators because the operators are all scattered throughout different squads. I recognize some of them. I see Ikoma squad.
Yeah, some of them I recognize.
Ikoma squad, one I recognize. I remember the girl from Katori squad is Hana. Yeah, they basically switch up the operators as well. Usami is not going to be participating on a squad as she is going to administer the test from behind the scenes. And now the captains get to choose their squad mates. And with that, I'd like to welcome you to the 2021 Border Away Mission Draft.
Oh, wow.
With this, we're going to give it away to the commissioner of Border that I have bestowed upon him. Take it away, Edgelord Brian. Give us the picks.
Thank you, Christian. What a beautiful night it is today. Here we are, gathered all together to welcome all these new agents to this test. And now announcing the first overall draft pick of the first round. Ninomiya squad selects Azuma.
Yeah.
The sniper.
Azuma's on Ninomiya's squad. Pretty wild.
He went for probably arguably the best fight out of them all, even if he's just a sniper.
Literally. Like, he used to be a number 1 A-rank captain, Azuma is. Suwa himself even calls him out. He's like, yo, what the fuck? Ever heard of balance?
Yeah, like, what's going on here, man? Is the shit rigged? It was simply a matter of the number 1 team, but the number 1 pick going to who was the most talented person there, period.
Pretty much.
There's no other thoughts, and he's going to probably form his squad around that.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, for real. Brian, what is the next pick?
For the number 2 draft in the first round, Kakizaki selects Kage.
Yeah, Kagura is the second overall pick. Good choice. The guy's a beast.
He's a top 5 attacker, is he not?
No. Only because he wiles out too much, and he is not a.
Yeah, he's a little inconsistent.
He loses a lot.
He's one of those. If he refined himself, he could probably be.
No, he's only not in the top 5 because of character issues. Essentially, is that he keeps losing points because he wiles out too much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, I forgot about that. But all of that bullshit aside, he's a beast. He got a natural knack for fighting, right? And he's got a real nice side effect.
Yeah, the power to feel negativity towards him. It's pretty cool. Brian, take it away with the third pick.
The number 3. The number 3. The number 3 draft pick in the first round goes to OG selects Suji.
From Ninomiya squad.
OG squad selects Suji.
Yeah, from Ninomiya squad. He's one of the attackers he's the other guy with the Kogetsu.
Katana.
Pretty strong.
Chose him over who was available?
A lot of people.
That's interesting. There's a handful of other attackers on that list that are like I guess really good, and that just shows. I guess he is that good. I don't remember him being top 5 or even top 10. But if he's on Ninomiya squad, he's at least a really smart and capable fighter, right? And he's not gonna hold you back.
Hey,
that's for sure.
He's the top B rank attacker. He has to be because he's on the Ninomiya squad. What's interesting, I forgot to mention, is that the pool every round has like a select amount of people you can choose from. So they randomized it in that fashion that you can't just choose anybody within the rounds. You have to pick from the list that is within each round of the draft, essentially. So
yeah, and it's because it's essentially random. There's not. Oh, I need to let my cat out. It was random. It wasn't like, oh, these are the best players available. Then the secondary. It's not like an actual real sports draft. Go Coco.
Yeah.
Just standing there waiting, like, oh, should I go out the door anyway?
Yeah, Brian. With that being said, move on to the 4th pick.
For the number 4 overall draft pick of the first round, Mizukami selects Tetsuji.
Yeah, he picks Arifune from Arifune squad. All-arounder, really. A sniper, an attacker. Good choice. Not very bad.
Yeah, hybrid, a nice hybrid guy. You could plug him in a lot of different situations.
Yeah,
cool stuff.
Pretty much.
Nice
Brian,
pick.
5th pick.
For the 5th overall draft pick in the first round, Murakami drafts Daichi.
He picks Daichi Susumi from the Suwa squad. He's the double shotgun guy. The other double shotgun guy from Suwa squad. This is an interesting pick for Murakami. I wonder what he really brings. I think like Susumi is a very insistent attacker. Like a lot of people from Suwa squad, he's got a lot of headstrong ability. Like he's a very persistent guy. I'm cool with this pick. I'm interested to see what Susumi brings to the
high
table.
IQ guy too.
Yeah.
You know.
No, for sure. Brian, move on with the 6th pick.
For the 6th overall pick in the first round, Kodera selects Okudera.
Oh, one of the not twins, but one of the friends, right? The duo
from Asuma squad. Interesting. A younger guy too. Like he picked a rook, basically.
Yeah, which is they made a point to say that when they fight together, like that, you know what I'm saying, they're as good as like any, I guess, attacker, but he's just one piece of that.
I think he's looking to get the second.
Huh?
I think he's looking to get the second piece too. Like he's drafting Okudera with the expectation to also get the other one.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. I think also what's really smart. I think what's interesting about this pick is that Okudera is basically a student of Azuma. So you have like someone who's got under the wing of arguably the best agent in Border. So
yeah,
it's interesting.
So I guess not bad for what's available.
Yeah. Brian, move on to the 7th pick. The 7th pick.
For the 7th pick in the first round, Kuruma selects Atsushi.
This is Hokari. I think also from Azuma squad. I want to say he's an attacker. I'm not really sure. I don't remember his role.
Azuma squad?
Not Azuma squad. Sorry, from Arifune squad. But yeah, I don't really remember what he brings to the table. Really, it's been a while since his rank war with Tamakoma 2. But he's not bad if he's on Arifune. That was a good team, I remember. Ready to move on to the 8th pick, Brian.
For the 8th overall pick in the first round, Suwa Squad selects Oki.
Oh, one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, the sniper from
the mobile sniper.
Yeah, from Ikoma.
That specializes in grasshopper and trick shots.
Yeah, good choice. Koji's he's a very smart, kind of capable, like very adept, like Josh said, kind of like a fun wild card sniper where he's very creative. The people of Ikoma squad are generally very creative folks. They're very laid back and free spirited, so their attacks are usually something you don't see coming. And I think they'll gel well with Suwa, honestly, because Suwa's kind of a chill dude.
Yeah.
9th pick, Brian.
For the 9th pick in the overall draft, Utagawa Squad selects Urushima.
I don't remember this person. I don't think they've actually been shown. It's one of the B rank characters B rank squads that we haven't seen, if I remember correctly. But I don't recall this character at all. Maybe it's a new wild card that will actually prove to be pretty important down the line. Maybe it'll be the difference maker for Utagawa. But I don't know. Yeah, there's not a lot to say about Hiroshima. I think he's genuinely a new character. That's all I gotta say. Move on to the 10th pick.
For the 10th pick in the overall draft, Kitazo squad selects Kazuto.
I don't.
Tonuka.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where Tanuka was. Because I remember the name. I just don't remember a lot about the guy. But
Saying big question mark. Guess we're gonna find out in a few chapters.
yeah. 11th picker, Brian.
We gave Wakamura Yoshido.
Yeah, he's the last one kind of left. He's I believe another sniper from Arafune. Oh, you know what? I think
He was the guy that was complaining.
You know what? Arafune squad is an all sniper squad. I forgot about that.
Oh, and that one guy.
Yeah, the other guy is a sniper. And,
yeah.
And Arafune can use both the sniper rifle and the sword. With that, we move on to Pool 2. Basically,
before we go there, though, can somebody answer why they're like when it comes to like the selection of an agent, why Wakamura gets the most like we get more insight on what he's thinking more than everybody else?
I think because he's like the newest guy. Like
so he's kind of like he's kind of like supposed to teach us.
I think it's interesting because
or...
he has the least advantage in this particular scenario because I think we see a little less of him. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know why specifically they choose to focus on Wakamura.
I don't think there's that much focus on him as you may think. It doesn't seem like it's specialized because they show this guy thinking too. This guy thought about his squad breakdown before making his selection. I don't think there's that much as much as you think.
I think it's literally as close as the closer we got to him, and because he had last pick, so this whole time he was just reacting to the people he wanted to be taken, essentially. But yeah. With that being said, move on to Pool 2, Brian, the second round of the draft. Wakamura's 6th this time, but there's a new order. They basically draw straws in order to pick who's picking first. So go on with the first pick of the second round, Brian.
For the first overall pick in the second round, Utagawa squad selects Kuga.
Oh, they got a good one.
Yeah.
See, I didn't realize that when you talked. I thought that it was just the first. I didn't realize that there was multiple pools.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, damn, y'all picking like all these guys over all these attackers over Cougar, but not really.
No.
He just wasn't available. And there he goes. He got with the first pick.
I mean, GG machine all the way around.
Yeah,
He pretty much carried.
You know what time it is, man.
He'll
carve you up
He
and then
carried
take you
Tomakoma
out for
2
lunch later, man. As one of the bros.
Yeah, he carried Tomakoma 2 for most of the rank wars. What else to say?
Oh yes,
he's
his
the man.
back is you know it's bad.
Yeah, he's the man.
I don't know.
Go on with the second pick,
I get
Brian.
For the second overall pick in the second round, Ninomiya squad drafts Chika.
Yeah, Chica got taken in the second pick.
That's pretty cool. He's got mad beef with her sister. Or brother, is that what it is? Or her brother or sister?
No. I think it's her brother, because her brother was like taking border equipment and using it to go to the neighbor world. So
yeah,
I guess there'll be some development there. Also, just logically a good choice. Especially now that Chica's like more than just a cannon. She's learning to use different aspects of like the Tryon battles, all that stuff, the Tryon weapons and all that stuff. So easy second choice, honestly.
Bro.
It's also a little interesting because now he's got 2 snipers on his team.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like you said, Chica can do a little bit more, and he's probably gonna press her too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
man,
he
this is
uses her
gonna be
more
interesting.
of a
Imagine he
shooter.
switches her from being a sniper.
Yeah, I
To a fucking shooter, man,
Yeah.
and says, "You know what, Osamu, I got this. Why don't you go? I don't know, pick up a sniper and look around for that shit."
I mean, Osama's not a captain this time, so it's not really up to him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
He's gonna say, "Bitch, you better get out there and go do something." I don't care.
go on with the
And
third pick.
Hasuma, yo, what, the best shooter and the best sniper? Oh my. Anyway, all right, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
They got a monster team.
Go for the third pick, Brian.
For the third pick in the second round, OG Squad selects Ikoma.
I was a little shocked by this. I don't know how well Ikoma will mesh with OG because they both have like very different styles. OG's a very like stout strategist, and Ikoma's just like, we'll just do it, you know.
Mm.
But I love Ikoma.
He picked two really strong attackers.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, as he's a shooter. I think that's pretty smart also.
Yeah. Ikoma's like the 6th overall attacker in border, so it's not a bad choice, honestly.
Yeah. OG's actually he's a bit of a mix too. He's all rounder, right? He could shoot and he's an attacker, right?
I believe he's a shooter primarily, but
yeah,
I don't recall exactly. Fourth pick, Brian.
For the fourth pick in the second round, Kitazo Squad selects Shiro.
Yeah, Kikuchi Hara has been chosen by Kitazoe. Pretty good, pretty useful like side effect. He can just has very acute hearing. Very good for Kitazo.
What kind of fighter is he? Is he an attacker,
I
a
think he's an
shooter,
attacker.
gunner? He's an attacker.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I think it's really interesting that he got chosen. That Kuga got chosen over him.
Yeah.
Shit, and Ikoma for that matter.
Well, Kuga's just like just would have been just A rank. Like
True,
already.
he's a complete animal. So let's say aside from Kuga, you would think that Shiro would have got chosen before even Ikoma. No, just because he's A rank doesn't mean that he's a better attacker.
Yeah.
He just has that really good. He just has a really good side effect. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I would
right.
say that.
Makes sense.
Go on with the fifth pick, Brian.
For the fifth overall pick in the second round, Mizukami selects Yutaka.
Yeah, this is Kashio from OG.
Oh,
Squad.
Casio. Yeah, remember he's the watch. That was funny.
Yeah, he's from OG Squad, I believe. Attacker.
Yeah.
Good choice. OG Squad is full of good fighters, so can't go wrong really with OG Squad.
So we got an attacker and a sniper attacker hybrid to go along with another shooter. Okay, not bad. He doesn't have a lot of talent on the squad, unless you think Mr. Sniper Attacker is the hottest shit ever. Then
He's probably the best.
I don't know.
I mean, no, actually,
He's the best. He's the best one on their crew right now.
I think so too.
Broccoli Head ain't really about it. He's really just.
I think
Azu-
I think Arafune brings a lot of like variety because he essentially gets a sniper and attacker in one, so that's why he chose him. But anyway, sixth pick, Brian.
For the sixth overall pick in the second round, Wakamura selects Hisato.
Sasamori from Suwa Squad. I really like Sasamori, honestly. He's not the strongest attacker, but he's like ultra brave and very insistent and very willing to get better. So he's got a lot of spirit, and I think that translates a lot to the battlefield if he were to like train up and be a little stronger. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Ninth pick, Brian.
Isn't it seventh?
No, wait, did I skip one? Oh no, right.
Yep,
Sorry.
7th and 8th. Yeah, at the bottom.
Sorry, seventh pick. Brian.
In the seventh pick in the overall second round, Kodera selects Yuta.
I don't remember exactly where Miura is from.
I believe he's an attacker, and he's from the same squad as the dude that picked up. He's with the girl. That's an all-rounder that won't choose what to stick with, but she's really talented.
Oh, yeah,
remember?
Katori. Yeah, he's from Katori Squad.
And Katori's not there. Is she not there in this
Katori
group
is there,
of
but she's
people?
probably in the third pool. Yeah,
Oh,
Kotori
okay,
is
okay,
there. But anyway, yeah. I mean, not a bad choice. Kotori squad is like a competent squad. Brian, go for it.
I don't know. I don't think he was worth being picked over the person that was picked next.
Oh yeah,
in my
honestly,
opinion,
I
but
think
we'll
you're right
see.
about that. I think that was a mispick. But
For the 8th pick in the overall second draft, Murakami selects Yuko.
yeah, Kuma guy from Nasu.
So
squad. Yeah, I mean she's
yeah,
a good,
she's an attacker, and she's not stupid. She's high IQ. She has another person on her team that's really strong and talented in Nasu herself, right?
Mhm.
And then she's got mad heart. This dude, it just seems timid, and I don't think he's any brighter than her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So it was just weird. I don't know. I guess for a moment, I really did. It's not that I confused her with Nasu. I just kind of put them on the same level for a moment in my mind, and then I realized, oh, she's not really like Nasu pulls the heavyweight on that squad the same way Kuga was. That's the whole reason they're even in B rank. Honestly.
Nasu, by the way, is not participating because of health reasons. Which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Kumagai is a great pick, honestly. And it's funny that Murakami selected her because he's the one who beat her in the rank war with Tamakoma too, which is fun. So they fought like already, so he already knows what she's made of, and she sees something in her. He sees something in her. Go on with the 9th pick, Brian.
For the 9th pick in the second round, Kuruma selects Nomoru.
Yeah, Korai, also from Azuma Squad.
Yeah, the second half, and did he get his brother? I mean, his homie? No,
it
right?
wasn't him. No, he's got
No,
the
they
other
split
sniper
up.
from Arafune. A balanced team, because this guy Kuruma, he's a not a sniper. He's a gunner. He now has a sniper and attacker, so he's got a nice balanced squad, and he can pick somebody else in the next round to balance that out even further. I think like the rub on Kuruma is that he's also kind of a strategist himself, very similar to Osamu, where he has an ace that he likes to use and play a lot and relies on. So it'll be interesting to see what he does with both of these characters.
Yeah, he's the guy that took the Kirin dude, right? So he's on the same. So
No, he's
Mikumo's
not.
on the same team as.
Wait, we're not up to Mikumo yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh well. With that being said, Brian, 10th pick.
For the 10th pick in the second round, Suwa Squad selects Osamu Mikumo.
Yeah, he kind of got picked because of a technicality, since this dude already had a sniper, so he would have been last. But it is what it is. Samu doesn't really put in any work aside from in the planning room, and I feel like Suwa and a lot of these other captains are like, man, I can figure this shit out. I don't need most Samu too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's weird is that Suwa actively chooses not to have 2 snipers while Ninomiya does. Like maybe
Well,
Ninomiya
look who he
plans,
chose, though, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
but maybe he plans to like teach her a little something about how to like manipulate Tryon itself, like because
Absolutely.
that's
There's
something
no
that
way
he
she
does,
doesn't.
right, with his hound bullets. Like maybe like since she has so much Tryon, like he could teach her how to do more advanced shit.
I think with her sniping, the swordsman dude in their latest fight against Ninomiya's squad, I think that opened not only her eyes but everybody else.
Mhm.
There's no more thinking about it. She's going to split your fucking wig,
Right.
and I don't think he's going to take no for an answer. He's going to say, yeah, you have all of this Tryon and talent, and you're going to be on my team, little girl. You're gonna put that ass to work.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I ain't settling for you busting off these cannons from your perch. That's what I got your man's Azuma for. He's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna just be chilling.
Yeah.
But you?
Yeah. I think it's an interesting pick for Suwa in particular.
Yeah, back to Osamu. Look who's on his squad.
He's got the sniper from Ikoma. He's got Kikuchihara, who he already gels with. Honestly, like
He does.
he has a good relationship with Kikuchihara. It's a really like smart pick because he also has a big brain on his team, as well as a shooter.
They're all pretty smart, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that we get to see more Suwa, honestly.
Oh, I love Suwa.
Yeah, you like Suwa, right? He's kind of cool. I mean, he's kind of.
I think Suwa's.
He's not really. I don't know. He only he stands out purely because of his character and nothing else. Definitely nothing in the combat. Like, what does he have? The 2 shotguns? Is that
he
what
has
it
the 2
is?
shotguns.
Well, but his team is also like very assault based. Like they're
fucking lame, bro. Come on.
I'll say
all
this.
gunners.
We haven't seen
Right?
Suwa Squad do anything since their first rank war. So as far as we know, they all could have leveled
Well,
up.
Fucking
no,
Nasu
we
squad no, they won.
we saw
No,
a
they
little bit
lost.
there. Remember
They
that
lost
match
to Nasu
after?
squad.
Remember that match after the Tamakoma 2 victory? Like
Yeah,
there
he
was a little
he
bit of
got
Suwa
bodied,
there.
bro. And he was relying on the lame dude to win for them. And he nigga threw up a shield that got sniped still. Come on.
I think we're
son.
gonna learn
His
a little
squad
bit
is
about-
lame.
I think we're gonna
Suwa-
learn a little bit about Suwa this arc.
We'll see.
I think he did a smart thing where he picked people who do things that he's not particularly good at, and that's what a leader does. He just tries to fill in the inconsistencies of what he can do.
No, I
knows?
like that. I want to call that the Sokka character. For those who don't know, that's a character
Yeah.
from the Avatar series. No powers, but very smart and does clutch things.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like
Maybe
a Captain America or something, or Black Widow.
Oh,
Right? So
Oh, man,
who
I
knows?
hope
Maybe
Suwa
Suwa
Squad
might
changes
learn
their
a
mind.
thing or two about like tactics from Osamu.
and maybe fuck Suwa, bro. Fuck Suwa. No offense, but my thinking immediately is, when is Osamu going to step it up? And I'm looking at his team, and I'm like, I don't know about this one. I think maybe in the next arc, he's gonna have some development, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about this one. Maybe he'll learn things about life and teamwork
I think
and get a little
Kikuchihara
bit
would teach
better
him
with
something.
battle. Huh?
I think Kikuchihara would teach him something. I don't know. It's an A.
They could probably teach him to have more confidence in a fight because Suwa is all about like getting into the fight while Osamu's always out of the fight.
just beat Ninomiya. All right, he beat him with a trick shot. He made a
Yeah, but
I
it's
think
like, he's
Osamu's
not
good.
scrapping. He's not in fights all the
Yeah,
time.
you're right.
He'll get a cheap shot in, or he'll like outsmart you. But maybe this is Osamu's time to learn to turn his brain off.
Who knows?
in certain situations. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here.
Yeah. But Brian, go on with the final pick.
For the 11th pick in the second round, we just gave Kakizaki Taichi.
Taichi
Have
is
fun.
Metsuyaku,
the sniper from Murakami Squad. Is, I believe. Yeah, it is from Murakami Squad.
I remember his hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's actually a pretty cool character. But
He's
he was
actually
sick. He knew
smart.
he was gonna be picked last because he's a sniper.
I think he's like a.
We learned something new about Bagworm.
Oh, did we?
I did.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I
Apparently,
just forgot about it.
Bagworm drains Tryon as you have it on.
Yeah,
which makes sense.
because it's constantly on you, and it's like it just slowly drains you.
I always thought that it taking up a complete slot is enough of a handicap, but the fact that it does, I guess it's not like an intense drain. It's probably just slight.
Yeah, it's just slight.
But they said like if there's a challenge that has to do with longevity or something like that. Well, let me actually go back to what they said. I actually wanted to hear your thoughts.
Does Chica wear a bagworm?
Yes,
yeah,
a lot of people
but
do.
Chica
Even
has,
Kuga
like-
sometimes.
Chica has like a near fucking endless well of Tryon. It seems that it doesn't really even matter.
Dude, I'm just so interested to see what Ninomiya's gonna do with Chica, dude. Like,
gonna
I'm
be a
just
beast.
so curious.
Yeah. So apparently, all the chapter ends with Osamu thinking to himself, "Is like, oh shit, 3 of us are already in different squad, and that leaves our boy Hughes to be in the final pool 3." And there are a couple names that are interesting. One thing is, Hughes Cronin. I was about to say Michael Cronin is here, which is the engineer for Tamakoma 2, but it's not. Yeah, Hughes.
But they made his last name the same.
Yeah, it's a cover.
All right.
But yeah, there's a lot of interesting names. Kitora's in this squad, in this pool. Yuba's in this pool. Yuba's in this pool. Holy shit! I just realized that. Wow, Emma is in this pool. There's a lot of interesting characters still left.
Wait, Yuba? Is that
the-
the Pompadour sniper?
Yeah, no, not Pompadour Sniper. The
Double sniper.
Oh, it's the dude with the double guns.
yeah, the
Yeah.
fucking the guy from Overwatch. What's his face?
McCree.
Yeah, I'm into it. Yeah, there's still a lot of interesting. We're not going to complete the draft here, unfortunately, because we only got one chapter of World Trigger this month.
Yikes!
And this is the last chapter of 2020. I'm so glad it's back.
Did it return this year? No, last year.
I don't think so. I think last year.
Last year. It was last year in the fall.
Yeah, because I remember it missed a couple months, like here and there, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, lots of fun. I can't wait to see whose squad goes where. Where does Hughes end up? I had a lot of fun reading this.
Yeah, I read this really fast when I was at work, and I was kind of down because I was like, "Oh man, I really want to enjoy this chapter for World Trigger," but I knew it was going to be a lot funner when we actually talked about it. So, Oh yeah, hype is here, and now I know I have a much better idea of who the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, World Trigger is like cool in that it's one of the manga that really makes me think a lot. Like I was thinking, like, oh, how would that pairing end up? And this is a cool way to shake it up. And honestly, also, it's kind of like a good way to remind us who the characters are after like the big.
Yeah, it was helpful, and also somewhat of a ranking because some people were choosing based on like necessity and technicality, but it was generally who's the better people were picked first and the lesser was picked last. So
Just
it was
like a
nice to
real
kind of see that pecking order and even think about that.
Yeah, just like a real draft.
Yeah.
They picked their best. They like first draft is the fucking killers. It's Azuma and Kuga, and I imagine Yuba is probably going to be the first overall pick of the next one, or Kitora because she's an A rank.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, so much.
No
fun.
way that Ninomiya gets the top 3 every single time, right?
He didn't get the top.
Ninomiya got lucky. He got the number one
he
pick the first time.
He got
right?
the second one.
Yeah, he got the second.
Then he
one.
got the second one after in the second pool. Hopefully he'll get like 11th or something.
His record wasn't even
his luck
bad.
is too good. He must be cheating.
I really thought he was gonna have Osamu in the squad, but it makes sense. And it makes more sense that Chica would be. I like that development much better.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate Ninomiya got 2. It's like if the Chiefs got like both the first and second overall picks up there.
You're like, what?
It's like Golden State getting James Weissman.
Yeah, it's World Trigger's a lot of fun. I mean, this is a closeted sports manga that I'm really enjoying. It literally had a draft and a whole sporting event. Huge fan. But
I'm just gonna be sad when we move past this whole part of the series and we have to go to actual combat.
oh, I'm so excited. Who knows?
I'm gonna miss this.
Who knows what'll happen? Maybe there'll be training simulations where they get to fight.
Yeah, we just had a rank war. He's not going to get directly into just focused combat. It's going to be different.
Yeah, there will be another.
He definitely has the leg room too right now.
But in any case, that was World Trigger. So fun. We love it. Every week, every time it comes out, we're just like hardcore. But anyway, it is time to randomize. Batman.
Second place. Is this your RGC?
Oh no! I think I skipped it. Fuck! I skipped a thing. My bad.
What?
Re-randomize.
Oh, come
Who
on!
said, is this ice? Dickhead, is it cold?
I skipped a lot. I'm really sorry. Batman is not it. It's Hellions. The X books are next.
Oh,
We
okay.
actually got a lot left.
You're just really excited to get to World Trigger.
Yeah, we actually got a lot left in this show. In all honesty,
Oh yes.
but yeah, let's get through.
Much more.
Well, I think we can get through these pretty quickly. This is Hellions number 7. Fresh out of X of Swords, Mr. Sinister is still crying crocodile tears about the Hellions that he murdered not too long ago. And
So I feel like they're making fun of something here. Like I feel like this is a reference to something, man. Maybe I don't know.
no, it's not. I think it's
Maybe
just,
Comic Book Herald will know when I watch him later or something. I feel like there's something here that was sinister. I don't know.
no. I think
Maybe
Sinister is just a dramatic character, and they were just it's already been decided that the Hellions that were killed on Krakoa or in Araco were to be resurrected. So, but Mr. Sinister doesn't know this, so they're just letting him be a drama queen just for their entertainment.
Oh, I was talking about the cover actually being
cover?
like they're making. I think they're making fun of something.
Oh yeah, I don't know, maybe.
But yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay, so at the hatchery, Professor X is walking over to the to where they resurrect mutants with the five mutants that are in charge of resurrecting mutants, and everybody's like kind of fine. The people who died here, except for Nanny and Wild Child who died on Araco. So they came back, but they're fine, but they're more extra. Like they're even more stereotypical versions of themselves, or more intense versions of their personalities than they were when
in
they were
Ament. I mean, yeah, they died. They
died in
in
Araco.
In Araco, you sure?
Yeah, they said they died on Araco. They didn't die in Amenth. Amenth is a different place from Araco still.
Yeah, I know.
But
okay, I guess I was
remember when they walked in
confused.
when they met up with those like gross mutants? That was Araco.
Yeah, I thought they were in Ament.
Nah.
Okay.
So yeah, they're just like a little extra, and the Orphan Maker has remained inside of his like egg, because, and I looked this up before actually reading this. I looked up Orphan Maker's powers, and his powers were never actually confirmed ever.
Oh wow!
But it was revealed a long time ago that his actual powers are devastating, and that's why he wears the suit, is to kind of contain it.
Wow.
We cut over to Emma's like White Palace place, where Havoc is talking to Emma and is just like, "Man, I don't want to be on this fucking team." And Emma's like, "It's best for everybody that you're there, honestly. Like, you may be the lesser evil in that squad, but that's why we need you there, basically."
Whose idea was it to put him there?
I think it was the council in general. Like they all,
because he's a Summers, basically, right?
Well, because he's like the craziest Summers. It looks like
Worse than Vulcan?
Probably worse than Vulcan, because maybe worse than Vulcan.
I really don't know about Havoc, man. I really don't. I just know about X-Men First Class, and he was pretty chill, man.
I guess he's had a dark period. It looks like.
Yeah.
Back at the bar, Sinister, everybody is just like wondering, is like, what did Sinister do to us? Basically, like, I know we just didn't die. So Sinister,
right? They just know they didn't need any other clues or nothing to tiptoe off to it. They just off the rip, like, yeah, this something wild happened.
Yeah. So Mr. Sinister comes in with a new mission. Nanny has been pretty upset that she can't have Peter back because Peter needs his suit to be contained, and there's no suit for Peter to have. So what they have to do is that Mr. Sinister basically gives them the mission to infiltrate Nanny's old ship, which is an egg that has legs growing out of it, and help her craft a new suit so they can resurrect Peter fully, the Orphan Maker. And Grey Crow looks at Sinister's like, "Are you leading us on this one?" And Sinister's like, "No, I don't want to do anything with you guys.
Nope.
Fuck you guys. I hate you." Essentially. But anyway, that's when Havoc comes in and is like, "Sorry, I'm late. What did you do, Sinister?" Like, he just gets into business right real fast. Like, how'd you get us all killed? And the rest of the Hellions all turn around and are just like, "Yeah, how did you do that? What did you do to us?" And as they're closing in and they're about to force him to talk, Psylocke steps in and is like, "Just get on the jet or you'll be on your back. Those are your choice." And the Hellions are like, "Fine." And they all fuck off.
They don't want no problems with Psylocke.
I think they just don't want to fight, amongst each other when Sinister is the real problem, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Psylocke looks over to him. They have this little moment where this is kind of like a reference to one of the first series of the Dawn of X called Fallen Angels, where it's revealed that Kwannon, Psylocke, has a daughter and has been.
Yeah, remember that story?
Yeah.
Holy.
And
I haven't heard that name Apoth in mad long.
Yeah, it's almost a year. And Sinister has been keeping her daughter alive after being possessed by this weird techno god. So, you know, that's why Psylocke is like right on his side all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, they cut over to the ship as they're heading over to where Nanny's ship is, and Havoc confronts Psylocke about it. He's just like, "Why are you protecting him?" And you know, Psylocke doesn't answer, but she also is sick of Sinister's bullshit, so she has a little bit of a moment of rebellion against Sinister, where she basically crashes his plane that he's actually emotionally attached to. Because the ship has an AI called Clive, and as they're crashing through the building, they're just like, Clive!
He's so mad about his ship.
Yeah, he's not very happy. But yeah, they get onto the ship, but they find out that there's already company here. There's these big, doofy robot things. And,
Smile bots.
yeah, smile bots. Nanny
the
and
robot smile fruit.
Yeah, Wildchild and Nanny are not having it, so they just immediately just destroy these things. But that's not all who's there. It turns out that Cameron Hodge is also here and is taking over Nanny's ship.
Is that the religious dude?
No, he's a guy who... I looked him up a little bit. He's merged with Phalanx of some sort, so he's part Phalanx, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, look at the techno stuff in his neck. Okay.
And that's where the issue ends. They're about to face off against Cameron Hodge.
So what's he mean, pure human race, nigga? You part robot. What? Am I missing something?
I think half Phalanx is what he considers the pure human race.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. But
I see.
that was Hellions.
We're all basically androids right now anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
This was my certified
take it.
arrogant issue.
Fair enough, Brian.
Certified VGI.
What? You're lying. You made that up. You're dead ass serious? You saying that to be funny, or you for real, bro?
No. You seem genuinely hurt. You're very upset right now.
Are you for real? I just want to know. You haven't confirmed it.
I did. Because you've just been so sad.
Oh, wow. Frozen. I'm just... hurt, bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm stunned. That's the word. I'm stunned, Christian.
Hellions has been fun. I don't know what you want me to say.
It has been. It's been great. But when it's not even on my top 3 radar,
What was
and
your
then you hit me
favorite?
with this. Is this how it felt whenever I picked Black Clover? Is this how it felt? Was these the same feelings?
Yeah.
All right, it's all even now. We all understand. We all came to an understanding.
Yeah. Let's move on to X Factor.
Oh, this is is this anybody else's VGI?
No. This is X Factor number 5. In a series that has a lot to do with the resurrection process. This is basically what this is about, is trying to make them safe again. The X Factor guys solved the case of the mutant who died in Mojo World, so the 5 are now going to get to work in resurrecting her, but they first need to confirm that it's safe to do so. So they get Rachel Summers to do a chrono scan of Rockslide's mind to see what can happen, what happened with him when he got resurrected, and it basically turns out to be inconclusive. All she sees is that the memory of Polaris being utterly depressed that he died and he couldn't bring her back. There's this moment where like he also says I'm sorry to Rachel and seemingly tosses her out. But Rachel clarifies that was the end of the Chronos scanning. Like that's the beginning point. So, you know, there's nothing left to see. There's nothing left to see, I guess.
Your boy's only a week old or something like that.
He's essentially a newborn. Like he's a baby now. He's got a baby brain. And
yeah.
With that being said, they start resurrecting mutants again with a fresh batch of eggs that, you know, just to be safe. And
Yeah, that weren't scrambled already.
yeah, and the girl who was resurrected from Mojo World is totally fine. She flies, she's happy. And there's this moment with Emma where she expresses deep regret over losing Santo, the rock slide character, because it really hurts her. And she was head mistress of the school for a while, so it makes sense that she has like this attachment to these kids.
Yeah.
It's a very sad moment. But in any case, that's when they all fuck off, and she buys a drink with Danny. It's all happy now. There's a moment where what's his name, North Star's sister, gets jealous of Dakin messing around with Polaris. He peeps that, and he tries to make that right because they're together now. I guess they're a thing. I don't know if he's manipulating her with his powers because he's got hormonal control. But
No, I think I think it was kind of implied that he wasn't doing all of that. That it was like genuine when they did. You remember when he went back early because I wanted to. They had some moments. I like I said, I think it's genuine.
Yeah. But yeah, that happens. It's a grand old time at the X-Force headquarters. Rockslide gets a little moment of seeing an aura in the sky. It's very sweet. And then all of a sudden they hear a blood-curdling scream. They look over, and it turns out Siren, I guess the sister of Banshee, has been murdered. So now it's up to X Factor Investigations to solve the murder.
Yeah, or she just fucking fell out the sky and
But she can fly.
lost her power.
Well, why would she lose her power on Krakoa? Someone killed her. She had to have been murdered. But either way, they need to confirm the way that she died in order to start the resurrection process, I believe. But I wonder who would have killed her. There's no killing other mutants.
Yeah, right. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah. And
so both of these twins could fly? Is that what's going on? They both could fly and do stuff like.
North Star has super speed of some sort. Stuff. Like that. But yeah.
Whatever. We'll figure. I'll figure it out by next time.
2 fun X books. I guess this is the start of the reign of X. Half of the story. Not a bad start. Couldn't say anything bad about it. It is time.
He said, "Is this ice, dickhead? Is it cold?"
My Hero Academia.
Let's go.
Brian, I'm assuming
RGC.
this is your RGC. Oh,
Nah,
both of
it's
your
not my
RGC.
RGC.
What? This is the
Oh
only chapter
wow!
left.
So it's not. So it's neither My
I
Hero
had neither.
Academia nor One
I had
Piece.
neither. Yeah, I decided neither of them.
All right.
They're both too good.
All right. Well, this is Josh's RGC.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified
RGC. Boom. Yeah, niggas. Y'all know what time it is. It's been a little while. No, it hasn't been that long since I picked My Hero Academia, but man, there's a lot of stuff that happened in this chapter, and I have questions.
Oh, right. Well, this is My Hero Academia, chapter 292, Threads of Hope. We start off with Best Genius jumping out of the planes that we saw earlier, and now he's holding down Gigantomachia pretty much solo. Not just Gigantomachia, the villains that are around him as well.
Everyone, son.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. He's the man. Love.
Yeah, he's strong. He's number 3 for a reason. Okay.
Yeah. But it is taking all of his power in order to hold him, so much so that it's causing him to bleed. So I guess that's the limitation on Best Genius's power, is that, he can't stress the fabrics that he uses too much. And Gigantomachia is quite the stressor. But yeah, fucking Spinner is losing his mind. He's like, shit, we're fucked. We gotta get Shigaraki to wake up. He bites.
Is that his role on the team? He's the straight man?
Yeah. He bites Shigaraki's head to try to get him to wake up as the Shockwave girl just comes in and tries to do something. But then she gets burned pretty fucking viciously by by Dobby.
Yeah, she didn't just die, did she? She just got
I don't think
hurt.
she died.
Like,
I
she
think
got
she's
hit hard.
Yeah, I think she's just really burnt. Oof.
Catch her while he was still fighting it with Shoto. That makes like what?
Yeah.
Shoto, you bum ass nigga. You couldn't even hold your bro down.
Yeah.
Like
Tough, man. Yeah, she's fallen down. She's out for the fight. It's not looking good. Shigaraki gains enough consciousness to give Maki an order to just destroy, and that's enough. Makia heard that, and then he just starts like powering up a little bit. Meanwhile, the Nomu are out here just causing chaos all around them. Burnin seemingly is about to die, but something punches the side of this thing, so I guess she gets bailed out. It's a little unclear.
Yeah, I didn't notice that panel the first time around.
Yeah, it's a little unclear. Yeah, Best Genius is just doing his best, holding back Gigantomachia. And Todoroki just looks at Dabi and is like, you really sent all those villains our way? They almost killed Natsu, the brother you used to cry to every day. Remember him? And Dabi's like, yeah, I remember him. Man, that sucks he didn't die. It would have really hurt Endeavor if Natsu died. And I'm like, fuck you, Dabi. But yeah, it's all closing in. It's pretty bad. You see the Nomu all closing in on Best Genist. And Deku is just on the ground, just like thinking to himself, I gotta go. Don't be the old worthless Deku who can't save anyone. I gotta cover Genist's back.
bro, you went through a lot, man. He's on the life. Come on, son.
Yeah, give yourself a break, bud. Be kind to yourself. You did your best. But
You're the reason Shigaraki's knocked out and not killing everybody already.
yeah. And it turns out Deku might not even need to get involved, because out from the underground pops up a familiar face. It looks like the Fallout guy. And then as he starts off by saying pa, and then War! And who emerges?
Yo,
fucking
Mr. Lemillion.
Fucking Mirio's back.
And he's got his power. I wonder how that happened.
Yeah, I wonder too. Wow, pretty dramatic. I didn't see this coming at all. I really
Nobody saw this shit coming. There's not a single person who could have predicted this was going to happen.
Not me. I did not think it was not yet, or anyway.
Yeah. Here's the deal. I always knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah. We all knew. Come on, there was no way that the story of Lemillion was gonna end there.
Yeah,
Right?
he's kind of the Rock Lee of this series. He loses his ability and then just gets it back.
All right, hold up. Let's be real here. Like, I love Rock Lee so much, but this guy's better than Rock Lee.
Yeah,
he's getting better. You don't want the Rock Lee treatment.
8 gates.
You don't want it.
Rock Lee, bro.
Settle down, buddy.
What do you?
This
What
is
do you mean?
Naruto world, bro. That shit is like Dragon
No.
Ball Z almost, man. No, it's not actually.
In this series,
Nothing's
they
like Dragon Ball Z.
In this series, they respect Lemillion.
Okay, they're not
Okay.
exactly alike. I'm just saying in terms of losing powers and getting it back. I'm not saying they're the same. But yeah, I mean Lemillion's back. I don't know how I feel about him being back right now. It feels a little convenient.
It does, unless they've got some explaining to do. And
sure
I'm
Eri
leaning
was
towards
involved.
they'll give me a good explanation.
I'm sure.
See
Eri-
how I do it with My Hero Academia, Brian? I cut them slack still. I don't go in and violate. I just don't like when we rush through stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if I find out that this was just I got my powers again real quick. Yeah, then it's not gonna be looking good.
I mean,
a lot of people hate this surprise.
oh yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, a lot of people hated it.
Why?
I guess because it's soon, bro. I mean, Chris said convenient, but to me it was just like, oh, this is still kind of soon,
Yeah,
He
that's what I mean.
Didn't
It's
lose his
just-
power that long ago.
Yeah, it's too soon. We all knew he was gonna get it back, but for it to have like no build up, essentially, like there wasn't even. We got the little hope with Eri, if Eri could get her powers under control, that it could happen, and that's probably what happened. But yeah, I don't know. It does feel a little soon, and maybe that's why I don't hate it. Like anybody who hates it is a little irrational, but that's my
Yeah,
Hero
that
Academia fans.
like relax, buddy.
It's like it's not great, but it's also like it's fine.
Yeah,
know what
give him a
would be
chance.
interesting?
He could spend the whole next chapter just discussing what led to this, and that'll be fine. Then that, if it's good writing and things add up, then hey,
What I
You
do
know what
like
would
what is
about
there to
it,
complain
interesting?
about?
what? Sorry, Brian.
If you know, what would be interesting if Lemillion has a time limit on his quirk
I can see that.
Mm,
Maybe.
before
like
time.
greatly
Yeah, before-
reduced stamina.
Oh no, like before time catches back up with him and undoes the rewind that Eri did.
I wonder if
That
that's
is
an
a
aspect.
really that makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
That could be the case.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I think
see.
it would be interesting, but I doubt that's the case.
I like this though for the reason that it really feels like this arc feels like a great back and forth between the two sides, where like whenever a villain strikes a big blow, the heroes also come back with a big blow of their own. It's like really back and forth, and it's becoming more and more like contested as it goes. It feels like more interesting and real that like not one side has the upper hand for very long every time.
Yeah, and they're always using like Deku and Shigaraki as two sides of the coins. Like both of them representing like the future of their side, and they're both out of commission. So it's like literally both armies are fighting while the commanders are still trying to get their shit together so that they can get back in.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
cool.
it's interesting. I really like this chapter.
I liked it too. Twist notwithstanding, it's fun. It's fine. I mean, Mirio's a great character. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah.
So it's more.
So are they
opportunity for cool
saying
shit.
that like are like it's interesting because it's like so how do I say this? So shit. All right. So Shigaraki's big blow back to the villains was saying destroy to Makia, right?
Mhm.
And then I guess the hero's big blow back is getting Mirio. So are they saying that Mirio is like a fucking
it's just a
is
back.
going to
and
be
forth.
a tide turner in this situation?
Well, because in theory, like Makio was kind of at the end of his getting to the end of his rope when Best Genius showed up. So the only thing that could power up Makio was a command from Shigaraki.
Yeah, of course.
So, Best Genius was that counterattack to Dobby saying things were, like things were hopeless, the heroes are shit, all that stuff, and Hawks murdered Best Genius. Best Genius is alive. Counter that attack to that, Shigaraki says, hey, Makia destroy. And then something that reinvigorates hope is Mirio showing up, who is the original successor to One for All. So,
and especially right after a part where Deku's like, I need to get the fuck up.
yeah, it's great back and
The
forth.
first guy shows up.
Is basically what I'm saying. Lots of fun.
Man, this is scary. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I don't know what's going to happen. Fucking My Hero Academia, dude.
Yeah. All right. Let's randomize. Batman for real this time.
All right.
All right, this is the last one. I'm sorry for the long episode, you guys. Or unless you guys like it, let us know in the comments. I don't know. Review the show. It'll be nice. This is Batman number 104 to bring us home. Last we left off, and this is Josh's art VGI, I imagine.
No, I gave it to
VGI.
this is the second
Oh,
place. I
runner-up.
thought it was your VGI,
Sorry.
but then you said Hellions, and I was like, what?
What?
Oh, there was a really good moment in this issue. I wanted to send it to y'all. I didn't know if y'all read it yet, but it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Last we left off, Ghostmaker has knocked out Harley Quinn, Batman, and the Clown Hunter and have shoved them basically into Arkham while he goes off and takes over as Vigilante of Gotham. Sorry. We cut over to Bloodhaven, where Nightwing is getting a call from Oracle, where she's basically saying, I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. You got to fill me in. And Nightwing actually has met the Ghost Hunter, the Ghostmaker before. Back when they were on a mission when he was a kid and he was still Robin, they went over to bust some guy, the Penny Plunderer. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. It wasn't the Penny Plunderer, but it was somebody on that level. It was just kind of like just some loser they were gonna bust. And when Batman got there. Ghostmaker was already there. He saw them have an argument, and then he just turned around and said, "We're going back to Gotham." And
Robin's like, "What the fuck just happened?
You just get alpha'd, bro."
Bro, nothing has stopped you before. Not even Superman.
But this dude, and we get we actually get the origin of like their actual beef and why they hate each other. Apparently, while Batman was training, he met Ghostmaker, and they really got along for a while until he decided to tell him exactly what he's fighting for, and the Ghostmaker just lost his shit and just started beating the just beat the flying fuck out of Bruce because he was angry that Bruce wasn't in it for the love of the game, basically.
So you're doing this for vengeance?
Yeah, you're doing.
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he immediately responded by blasting Batman in the fucking mouth and destroying him. And basically they had an agreement that Ghostmaker would stay out of Gotham. In exchange, Batman wouldn't operate in any city that he's claimed. And that's why he backed off of him at that point. Apparently Batman reached out to him when he was trying to put together the Batman Incorporated, but he gave him a resounding fuck you. Essentially.
SMD. Yeah, we got beef.
And that's why they have beef. It's pretty cool. Honestly, it's not a bad reason. I like it.
Batman misses his friend. His one actual legit friend.
Yeah.
This is why I missed the Tom King and Superman of Rebirth, because they really developed Bruce and and Clark's relationship, like as superheroes and as just people trying to not be superheroes.
Yeah.
It was nice. So they say something like this about a friend, and I'm like, come on, man. Superman's your buddy. I don't need this fucking guy. But this was a while ago too, yeah. I guess, right?
Yeah, that was his. I think Batman feels more lost that this guy he felt a lot of similarity to, and there's no reason they should actually not be friends. He hates his guts, and that's why he's kind of sad about it. It's not like he's always searching for him. He only got in contact with him one other time, and then he left it alone. But in any case, that's when Spoiler breaks in. He's like, "Hey, so apparently they found out. I found out where they're going. The plants told us, which I guess it is implied that Ivy was listening in while Ghostmaker took them, and basically
with the plant,
and wrote on the wall Arkham, which is where they're being held. Meanwhile, at said Arkham, Harley Quinn is the only person who's Harley Quinn and Batman are strapped down, but the Clown Hunter is not, and that's kind of like a test that the Ghostmaker set up to prove to Batman that the Clown Hunter is beyond saving, essentially. So he not only did he leave Harley Quinn strapped down and Clown Hunter still up, he also left a cache of weapons so that he could kill Harley Quinn with it as the test continues. And it looks like he's going to do it as the issue ends, where he stands over Harley Quinn as Batman's like, "Don't fucking do it." He stands over her with a sword, is like, "I'm going to kill her."
No, wait. My favorite, hold on, my favorite part is where Harley Quinn's is like, "Yo, come on, my nigga, why are you really freaked out to kill me? I ain't had nothing to do with the fuck you mad about. I haven't even been chilling with the Joker for damn long. Where the fuck have you been, little boy?" and then Batman is like, "Harley, you were there when the Joker killed his parents." She's like, fuck.
Yeah, Harley literally was like, "Oh,
because she knows it's over. Like, oh man, this nigga definitely is not. You ain't getting over this one."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was my runner-up too, man. I'll say that. Hellions was just a little just more fun for me than this one, but this was a good one. I still like the dynamic. They haven't messed it up yet between Ghostmaker and Bruce. I'm very invested.
Yeah, they have not messed it up yet. It's been getting better, and this Clown Hunter kid isn't as annoying as I thought he'd be.
Yeah, I'll say this. I mean, that's hard to do. Like a lot of new think of how many new characters have shown up since the New 52 started, and how many
True
have
that.
actually stuck around.
True
I
that.
think both Ghostmaker and Clown Hunter can stick around for a bit, and they're good. I am enjoying this.
I don't see why Clayface couldn't stick around, but whatever.
Because he's a bad guy again, right? Is that what his deal is? He's a bad guy again? I don't know.
Yeah, man. Fucking lame.
Yeah, but in any case, that was Batman, and that has been our show. Woo. This is a long one. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and having fun with us. Let's bring this plane down smoothly. You can find me at the Chris Aspinall, at JDCole_37, at b.esp on Twitter and Instagram. Follow the show itself at New Jump City. I didn't even reveal the audience decided RGC. It was Chainsaw Man. I keep forgetting to do
shit,
that.
man.
I'm
Yo,
not
we
used to
got a
it.
lot of Chainsaw fans, man.
Yeah.
It's a great series, huh?
Yeah, Chainsaw
And we're all
Man.
gonna cry when it's over.
Yeah, for sure. Email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com for any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want to talk about. Follow us on subscribe to us on YouTube, listen to us on Spotify, all that stuff. You know the deal. Thank you guys so much for listening. We love y'all, and stay safe, New Jump citizens.